Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Choir Room as we are here today with our final episode of our series of Brant Steele podcasts. We have already done a couple of Big Brother seasons and a Survivor season, and we're here today for one last Survivor season for now. No one's, not to say we are done with these forever, but as of this project here, this is the last one that we have prepared. We have a fun cast to bring to you today. It is the Glee NYC era cast. And of course, we have some guests with us again to break it all down and to go through this crazy fun season ahead of us. But can't get to the guests until we get to the co-host. Aman, how's it going today?
Oh, it's great. Back to Survivor. We've done some Big Brother. We've done one Survivor, and now one more Survivor, Brant Steele. I think it's fair to say that maybe the Big Brother ones are a little better. But the Survivor one isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had fun with the Survivor one. And last time we used the Survivor... Oh, God, what season did we use as a format? 2020... Do you remember?
I forget now.
It's
been a little bit since we recorded.
It was a specific season. It wasn't 27. 28, 29. I don't remember. Honestly, don't remember. But today we're using the Millennials versus Gen X format. So it's essentially the exact same thing. But Mike Bloom had suggested to us 2 seasons that were good as a template to use. And we already used the other one, whatever it was. And today we're going to use the Survivor 33 tribes. So before we get to the tribes, let's, of course, get to the guests back here with us since the last time we talked to her in a Season 5 podcast, Mary Kwiatkowski. How you doing, Mary?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to be back talking about Glee, specifically the New York era, which is my second favorite era of the show, but the era that I've most recently talked about and watched. So there's that. But yeah, I'm excited to dive in, excited to talk about some fake Survivor, and hope that Blaine Anderson does well. That's really my rooting interest. I'm assuming he's on this cast.
Blaine is on this cast. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Oh, yes, I see it now. There we go. Look at him front and center with his little bow tie. Perfect.
Yes. Do you guys have any care? Oh, well, okay. First, let me bring in our other guest. Back with us today. We haven't talked to him since, I believe, Season 4, which is also NYC. So he's got some specialty in the Season 4 era of this cast. Charles Kurz is back with us today. Charles, how's it going?
Thanks for having me, guys. Excited. I just want to say I'm very glad that Mary mentioned the bow tie and Blaine's overall clothes, because I feel like we went into a pretty long discussion about it last time I was on the podcast, and I actually received texts from a few people saying that my take on Blaine's outfits was correct. So excited to get more into that as we go, and excited for Blaine to do hopefully well as well.
Wow, Charles, the fashionista. Who knew all along? I was going to ask if you guys, what do you think? Do you want any, or do you mind if I give any spoilers on right now as to previous placements from some of these characters that were playing in other Brant Steele?
Oh, yes. I'd love to know. I need to know who's an underdog.
Okay. Charles?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Okay. So if you are listening to this before you listen to the New Directions Brant Steele and you don't want to know the results, skip ahead about 15 seconds. I just want to go into this Survivor season with knowledge of, let's talk about how these people did on their previous season, which is actually, they played a Big Brother season, and now they're back here to play Survivor game.
Cast?
Not the same cast, but we did a New Direction season, and now a lot of the New Directions members are here today to play this NYC game. Aman, who was our winner of that Big Brother NYC game? Not NYC, sorry, Big Brother New Directions.
I was here to
Sorry.
Blaine Anderson was the winner of Big Brother New Directions.
Wow.
Of course he was.
So, I mean,
he's about to be the first 2-time winner of one of each type of season.
I am sorry to Mary and Charles that they were not on that podcast in particular, but yeah, hopefully we can get some more Blaine. Good luck in here today for his second appearance. Definitely has a big target on his back coming in as a repeat or as a previous winner, but that's fine. He sat next to, in the final 2 of that season, he sat next to Mercedes, who is also, of course, here on this cast. and some of the other people around here that are also in the new directions all made it pretty far into the game. I'm pretty sure they all made it to at least the jury. So
Mercedes was robbed.
She certainly was. She didn't even get a vote. But we got some big Blaine
That's
fans.
That's an evergreen comment, I feel like, with every Glee-related thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got some big Blaine fans on the call today who are going to be rooting for him significantly. But let's get into the cast. Let's not waste any more time. And then we can talk about how we think everybody's going to do. And, of course, get some winner predictions going. So, Aman, lead us through here. Who are the 20 people that we have playing divided into 2 tribes?
Have you been naughty or have you been naughty? You got Bad Santa up in this tribe, the Untitled Rachel Berry tribe. And then next to the Bad Santa, we've got somebody that I would love to root for, but I'm sure would be stupid if I did. Bichette, Miss Tyra Banks, has made her way to the Survivor Island. Of course, we got Blaine Anderson returning, trying to see if he can become the first person to win both Big Brother and Survivor. I'll be damned if it does happen. Brody Weston. Well, I mean, what a mighty fall he took during his time on the show. Let's see if he can redeem himself for Survivor. We got Dani. I feel like she'll be in and out just like how she was in season 5. Rachel Berry. Yes, here we go. Let's see if she can. I feel like this is definitely more of her season than the Big Brother one was, but we'll see. Mercedes Jones, of course, is back to lay down some vocals, produce this album. Yes, sis, we support you. Stream for clear skin. We got McConaughey playing because, of course, we couldn't have just one Survivor game without an animal, a domesticated animal, on the cast. Let's hope that he did not last as long as both Lady and Lord Tubington did.
How dare you?
Maggie Banks, yes, my queen, my senior citizen queen. Love her so much. And rounding out this tribe, we got Isabelle Wright, the fairy godmother fairy god fashion mother to Kurt.
So, all right, let's actually pause here now that was the Untitled Rachel Berry tribe. Mary, what are you thinking from this tribe? Any standouts?
I think we got a couple standouts for sure. Bichette, obviously, the aforementioned Blaine Anderson. I can see that both Rachel and Mercedes are probably going to put up a fight, and I think Dani's the real underdog here. I think she's got a chance to really surprise people.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to see her coming.
Yeah, as always, reminder that if anybody is maybe happens to go to this podcast first for some reason, all of the settings have been put in place so that this will hopefully be somewhat realistic. You've got the relationships between the players that have been put into place. Any kind of potential comp abilities might be thrown in there, which really isn't a whole lot. Hard to say that any of these people would be more of a comp beast than another, but there's certain elements like social game and strategic game and whatnot that you can put into place to try to give characters a more realistic version of themselves. And with all that in mind, Charles, anybody stand out to you from this Untitled Rachel Berry tribe?
Other than Blaine, I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what Bad Santa can do. Pretty manipulative, as we've seen from the show. So, assuming that, as you said, we have some ratings in there that reflect that. I think there's some interesting things that can happen there. The Brody Rachel combo.
Yes.
Let's see how they get along. I think that's going to be a big determinant of early boots on the tribe. And I also want to echo Dani that Mary said. I think she's just underrated on the show and underrated here as well. I think Aman said that she could be an early boot, but I think that she could stay in there for a long time and has some connections on the other tribe that could help her as well.
All right. Broadway babies. Who's on the Broadway babies, Aman?
You got Artie Abrams. Hopefully he cleared all of his STD screenings before getting cast, or else this is going to be a long-ass season. Carmen Tibideaux. I'm very excited to see Carmen Tibideaux play because I feel like she's like such an austere figure with, very stalwart opinion and demeanor. So how is that going to translate to a Survivor Brant Steele? Cassandra July. I mean, I don't know who cast this season, but having Cassie and Rachel not on the same tribe was a huge lapse in judgment. Hopefully they both make the merge, and we'll see some cat fights happening. June Dolloway. I mean, if we going to put the two older ladies against one another, then I'm definitely Team Maggie Banks. So, yeah, there's that. Kurt, Hummel, of course, you cannot have an NY Glee episode without Kurt. The same can be said for Santana Lopez. All three of them are here to fill out the NY trio. And then you got Sydney Greene, Rachel's producer. funny girl, the guy who promised to finish her in her career if she ever crossed him again, and then she crosses him again. So let's see if he's still got a bone to pick. Starchild, yes, Pamela Lansbury, or actually, what are they called now? Because that shit is dead. One
three
Three
hill.
Hill.
Yes.
1-3 Hill.
And then, of course, Sam Evans, he came to NYC to get his junk on the side of a bus. He got his junk on the side of the bus and left NYC. But he still made it in time back for this NY Glee episode. And rounding out this cast, we have the deliciously crazy Mary Halloran. I have no idea how she is going to do on this cast. I really don't. Yeah, we have a Glee group chat where we try to Gleeify all of our names, and Mary, who's on the podcast today, does have the name of Mary Halloran in the group chat.
And can I just say I'm not happy about that, and I am smelling a first boot over here with Mary Halloran, and I would not be upset.
I also smell that for sure. I'm sorry. What do you expect? You are literally a Mary in a group chat where there is a Mary character as an option. It just has to be.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that they are sullying my name so bad with this character, but if you like really obnoxiously annoying people, then Mary Halloran's your rooting interest.
Well, there you go. Did I miss you saying Santana, Aman? Or you said Santana? Did you? I don't know.
I did.
Okay.
I lumped her in with Kurt.
Okay, didn't catch that. But of course, yes, Santana, Kurt, Sam, Blaine, Mercedes, Rachel, Artie, all back here from their time in the Big Brother house. And like I said, most of them made it to at least the jury. One of them did not, Mr. Artie Abrams. So we'll see if he can improve on his success here in today's game. But that's the setup here for that cast. Charles, any standouts from the Broadway babies? I think for both of you, if there's anybody on here that you need a reminder about, no worries at all. We can refresh you.
No, I think I'm okay on the refreshing side.
Cool.
This is one of the most eclectic tribes I've ever seen. It's gonna be really. I don't have any strong feels, honestly. I think it can go any number of ways. But I am excited to see how all the personalities kind of work out. I could see the new directions kind of banging together here, just because the other people have so little in common and seem like they're so different personality wise. But I could see it going a different way as well. So I think I'm excited to see what happens. And I'm kind of hoping for a Sydney Carmen something. I think they both have an appreciation for Broadway and fine arts and Funny Girl specifically. And so let's see if that's an alliance. But other than that, it's a complete crapshoot.
All right.
Now, when you said that you tried to make this realistic, did you input any kind of relationships or disagreements from the previous Brant Steele, or no?
No. Just from the show. So if that was the case, that would be kind of awkward for one of the couples on the cast here. If there's, I don't even know if there's more than one couple, but things got a little weird with Klain on that season. So. Well, I think we're going to go into this one with things reset as if none of that ever happened. So there's a little teaser for that. If you're just letting us spoil you on that season and haven't gone to listen to it yet, go listen to it. What else? Of course, we need to do some winner picks around here. And I'll give you guys a second to think of your winner picks as I do mine more on the fly, but I knew the cast and I saw this all before you did, so I should go first. I'm looking at both Rachel and Santana here. I feel like both of them, I'm pretty sure that this is going to end up going to a new direction. And I only say that because they obviously there's alliances built into this, and there is an alliance between the new directions. And I feel like when you have an alliance that big or that many people working together, I feel like it's going to be hard for some of these outsiders to crack into that. So that's just kind of how I'm feeling with this Brant Steele format. So Rachel or Santana, I don't know. Both of them did, like I said, very well in the last game they played in their Big Brother appearances. I think I'm just going to do the thing where you pick the person that you're not rooting for so that I either get it right or I'm happy. So I will make Rachel my official winner pick. That way, if Santana wins, I'm still thrilled and, win-win for me. Aman, I'll turn to you next. How are you feeling? Who's the winner pick for this one?
Yeah. I mean, those are the people that are the most insulated, right? You got Blaine, you got Rachel, you got Kurt, Santana. Those are the ones that have the most connections. These are the glue of this cast. So it's kind of hard to see a scenario where one of them does not win. That being said, I know that you're also allowed to put certain types of things that make them good at certain competitions. And in Survivor, a game that's a little bit more physical than mental, I think, I don't know, it makes me a little less, I don't know. I think I am going to go for Kurt here. I think that's where I'm going to go.
Okay.
Because he's got lots of connections, just like the other two. But can he fly under the radar more so than Santana and Rachel? I think he can. So I'm going to go for Kurt.
All right. Kurt for you, Rachel for me. What do we got? Mary, I'll go to you next. Who's standing out? Winner pick.
Well, obviously, I would love to root for Blaine, but like you, I'm going to do the pick someone else in case he wins, then I'll be happy thing. I think looking at the two tribes, they're relatively even, but I was going to pick Kurt, but I wanted just to mix it up and go different. I agree with y'all on your New Directions choice, and I think that based on physicality alone in Survivor, I'm going to go Sam. I know he's a little bit of a dum-dum sometimes, but I think that he could pull like a Fabio-style win out of nowhere. So I'm going to go with Sam.
It's a good pick. I had Sam as my winner pick for the Big Brother season because I always had said that I think Sam would do well in one of these games. It didn't work out for me there, but I could easily see it working out for you here. So definitely a good pick on your end. Charles, close things out here. Who is your winner pick?
I'm definitely going to take it in a slightly new direction and going to go with someone who does have a connection with the New Direction. I think is going to be pretty insulated from that, but has also never really pissed people off the way that some of the New Directions that piss each other and some of these other tangential members of the cast. Like, right, I don't know how well, or if they get to emerge, what's going to happen with Rachel and Sydney. There's a lot of connections here that you don't necessarily want. And the person that I see that has some connections, is not a huge threat, but has only positive connections, is Starchild.
Figured that might be coming.
Was in a band with Santana, Dani, Rachel at different times. Kurt has positive connections, and I think can be kind of under the radar, and then potentially go on an immunity run, like you said, at Fabio, but with maybe better social connections than Sam might have.
All right. Sounds good. So we're looking at Rachel and Kurt and Sam and Starchild as people to keep an eye out on as we proceed through this game. But let's do just that. Let's get going here and get into this first week of the game. And of course, if you're watching along with us on the video version of this, then you'll be able to see how things are going as we go. Otherwise, then just listen closely to what we're telling you, and we will walk you through it step by step. We're going to start off with a twist that, of course, happened in Survivor Millennials versus Gen X. We have a legacy advantage on the boat as the tribes are going to jump off and begin their journey here. The tribes are permitted 2 minutes to gather as much as they can. And Aman, who finds the legacy advantage?
Isabelle Wright finds the legacy advantage, which would make sense. I mean, she's a fashionista. She has to have an eye for detail. So finding a small little thing that might be out of the ordinary is right up her alley. So good for you, Isabelle. Yes.
Love to see it. Great start here. I believe we're about to see also the alliances, which are going to be a little strange because, they don't necessarily work early on in Survivor games because people are on different tribes. But let's still walk through among the alliances that we have here, and I'll explain to you the second one when you get to it.
All right. We've got the NY3, of course. You got Kurt, Rachel, you got Santana. Then you got the HBICs. Head bitches in charge. I'm assuming that's what that means. Which involves Bichette, of course, the namesake, Carmen, Cassie July, Isabelle Wright, June Dolloway, Sydney Greene.
All right. So I essentially said, you know what? This is definitely going to be a New Direction steamroll if we don't have some kind of opposing alliance to counter it. So I took all of these strong, I was going to say strong women, and then I saw Sydney, these powerful people in their respective fields, and I put them all together. The alliance isn't very strong because obviously they don't know each other all that well. So it's like a 5-4 strengths across the board. And I think that the game even changes it at certain points, the strength here. But that is the group that we have here to potentially do some damage against the New Directions.
I mean, I'm here for it. anything to shake it up a little bit, I'm here for
It's
it.
a good group.
Because we've seen some steamrolls in these Brant Steele so far, and they're not fun. All right, moving on. You got the new directions: Artie, Blaine, Kurt, Mercedes, Rachel, Sam, and Santana. Then you got the Niata Alliance with Brody, Carmen Tibideaux, and Cassie July. Pamela Lansbury includes the members of Pamela Lansbury, Dani, Kurt, Rachel, Santana, and Starchild. Ooh, the Doo-Wop Alliance, the Rolling Deep, or River Deep Mountain High Alliance, Mercedes and Santana, the duet we all know and love.
Iconic.
Also, iconic. And then Downtown with Artie, Blaine, Kurt, Rachel, and Sam, rounding it out with Sam Sadie's, Mercedes, and Sam with McConaughey in tow.
I love that McConaughey's part of the alliance.
I mean, would they get along? I mean, I feel like that was like an attempt to get Mercedes back and didn't really work. And then I don't know what connection Mercedes has with McConaughey.
Yeah, so Mercedes starts the game on a tribe with McConaughey, and I don't feel like I'm positive she's going to remain loyal to him because I think she was happy to see him go. He was like, we're not doing this, Sam, right now. It's not the time to have McConaughey around. But it's a number on her side. If he's comfortable with her, then he'll come right running up to her and vote however she wants him to vote. So she would, I think, be a little silly to get rid of him early on here, but we'll see how it goes. Of course, now we're just going to be seeing the alliances on the flip side. Not everybody is together to start the game, so that's a good thing. But let's get to our first immunity challenge of the game.
All right. Got to choose. The castaways must race under an obstacle and retrieve a war club. After completing the obstacle, they will have to maneuver through a rope tunnel. The tribes have the option of using a shortcut, thereby reducing the number of rope obstacles to cross. After this, the castaways must walk over a balance beam. The tribes can use a second shortcut to enlarge the beam, making it much easier to cross. The tribes will then carry a crate to the finish. 2 members from each tribe will then have to solve a puzzle. If a tribe had used 0 shortcuts, their puzzle will contain 50 pieces. If the tribe had used 1 shortcut, their puzzle will contain 60. They use both, 70 pieces. The first tribe to finish their puzzle wins.
Very physical off the gate here. Maggie Banks, I'm sure, was struggling. June Dolloway, Sydney Greene, some of the elderly people out here probably having a rough time here.
Oh, they should have just stayed on the boat.
But it's too early in the game to start sitting people out. So everybody is playing, and we have a winner here. Our first immunity challenge winner is going to be the Untitled Rachel Berry tribe. So we've got some strength on here. I'm looking at Bad Santa. I'm looking at Brody. I'm looking at Bad Santa and Brody, and I'm sure they carried the way here. Bichette and Dani.
They definitely carried it, and also I think McConaughey was not really a factor. Just kind of scampered alongside. Got through the obstacles pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think McConaughey did the puzzle?
Somebody, right? So maybe like Mercedes jumping in on the puzzle. I don't want Rachel anywhere near a puzzle. I feel like she's just...
No, this is a Mercedes, Blaine, Dani territory puzzle.
So,
Totally.
Yeah. Not bad.
Survivor challenge? Can I ask that?
Would you say, is it real?
Like, did this challenge actually happen?
Yeah, this all follows the exact format of Survivor 33.
I don't remember that challenge. Interesting.
I do.
With different puzzle sizes.
Yep. It's, I don't know. Survivor doesn't even sound real anymore because, it's not happening. But whatever. Mary, what's going on at the Rachel Berry tribe since they've won immunity?
Well, we all know that Isabelle has this legacy advantage, right? And she has decided to, because of that, get into a minor disagreement with Mercedes. Not good. She's feeling confident about her whole legacy advantage situation and decides that there can really only be one diva. And of course, Mercedes does not appreciate that.
Wow.
Not sure how they got past Rachel on this. I think Rachel's just trying really hard to bite her tongue in the first couple of days, but Mercedes and Isabelle get into a little bit of a spat here.
All right.
What in the hell could they have been fighting about?
Yeah, I mean, Isabelle doesn't fight. She's not a fighter. Like, her settings are probably, like, always calm, and she's already, I don't know. I guess the power's gotten to her head from the legacy advantage. Can't believe it.
I guess so.
Well, we'll see. Charles, anything stand out to you from the Broadway Babies tribe? We actually do have a lot going on here.
Yeah, we do. So as kind of predicted coming off the start here, it seems like Mary and Carmen have a minor disagreement. I mean, those two would probably be the two people on the cast that would least get along. If
Oh my
you were to
God, I
predict
can't
before
even
the season,
imagine.
considering
Very, very different in terms of their artistic appreciations.
Carmen is all about the classics and class and everything like that, and Mary is not. To be nice to Mary.
Yes.
That the only thing I'm surprised by is that it's a minor disagreement. To be honest.
Yeah.
Moving on here, Artie and June find something in common. Interesting. Artie typically has not been his solos on the show and kind of musical taste has not been the classics, has not been Broadway. So interesting that he's found something in common with June.
We always worry about Artie being kind of like a liability in challenges. It's kind of something that has been coming into play, at least with his last game. And I don't know, maybe June is like the older house guest. The two of them are bonding over the fact that like these challenges are maybe they might be on the outside if the tribe is looking at them from that perspective.
Yeah, I was gonna say June also didn't seem to have an appreciation for like the underdog. She was a lot more interested in Blaine than Kurt. So
yeah.
It's again kind of seems strange that these two would get along, but I'm about it.
And we also have some bonding here between Carmen Tibideaux and Santana. So I guess lack of love for Rachel overall is really bringing these two
They were
together.
definitely talking about that bitch Rachel.
Yeah.
I think Carmen. This is all stems from Carmen just told Santana that her performance of "Don't Rain on My Parade" is better.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think that's a pretty easy bond there.
Yeah, Santana, tested it out for Carmen and was like, look, I would have gotten into Nyada the first opportunity possible. And Carmen was like, absolutely, you would have. You're good. And you don't have an attitude or anything, which is funny to say to Santana. But Santana would have put the charm on. But speaking of Carmen, we have this HBIC alliance. And apparently the opposition to the New Directions might not be as strong as we thought because Carmen Tibideaux is already out. She's like, I'm good. I don't want to be in this alliance.
I think this is the most on-brand thing that's happened on the season so far. I mean, the one thing that kind of frustrated me about Carmen, she's the most wishy-washy person in the world. Like, she changes her mind for no apparent reason about things, and so it does not surprise me at all that she leaves this alliance before anything happens.
She had enough.
She's not interested in that alliance, but all right, let's get to Tribal Council where Carmen Tibideaux will be with everybody else going here to see who's going to go first. Nobody has any idols to play, so it's going to just be a straight up vote here between Artie, Carmen Tibideaux, Cassandra July, June Dolloway, Kurt Hummel, Mary Halloran, Sam Evans, Santana Lopez, Starchild, and Sydney Greene. One of these people will be the first one out. Anybody have any quick thoughts as to who it's going to be?
Well, we have obviously this Carmen situation leaving the alliance. That's not good. You got to imagine that probably Sydney Greene might have been a little bit of a liability in that challenge just based on age. So I think there's very few people who are safe, but I think Santana is probably in a good spot here.
Sure hope so.
I think this boot is probably between Mary and Carmen. They had the disagreement, as Mary said, that...
Or Mary.
Yeah, the Marys are going to get confusing, but maybe we won't deal with that for so long. But as Mary said, Carmen is already out of the alliance, so I think I'm looking at one of those two to go home here.
All right. Let's work our way down and read the votes here. It is going to be one vote to Artie Abrams to start things off. Have to imagine that's coming out from outside of the New Directions. And also, once we're going to read the votes, it's going to, typical Survivor style. We will find out the votes, and then afterwards, we will get the, confessional where we see who voted for who. So first vote to Artie. Second vote, Mary Halloran. One vote Artie, one vote Mary. Artie Abrams, 2 votes Artie.
Whoa.
2 votes Mary, 2 votes Artie, 2 votes Mary Halloran.
Dang.
Artie Abrams, 3 votes Artie. 3 votes Mary.
God.
Oh,
We are going back and
The
forth.
barn burner.
3 votes Artie, 3 votes Mary. 4 votes Artie, 3 votes Mary. Wow. This non-New Direction group must have banded together. 4 votes Artie, 4 votes Mary. We are down to 2 votes remaining. Artie and Mary tied up here. If Artie goes
Could we
first,
see a
oh my
tie?
God.
This feels like it could have a
That'd be
pretty
a lot.
big impact on... Yeah, I mean, clearly 2 divisive alliances here. Whichever one this goes is it's going to have a lasting impact beyond this round.
I cannot imagine Mary Halloran in an alliance, but let's see how this goes. Next vote, Artie Abrams. 5 votes Artie, 4 votes Mary. And Mary Halloran gets the final vote.
Tie.
We have a tie. There is a tie and a revote. Those in the tie will not revote. Final vote count was 5 votes Artie, 5 votes Mary. So we're going to revote here. All right, let's keep moving. We have a tie vote. We're going to go into the revote here. First vote goes to Artie.
Somebody going to flip?
Second vote, Artie Abrams. Third vote, Mary Halloran. 2 votes Artie, 1 vote Mary. We're tied up again, 2-2.
You can't go to rocks in the first vote. I mean, that's...
3 votes Mary. Mary is taking the lead, I think, for the first time here. 3 votes Mary, 2 votes Artie. 4 votes Mary Halloran.
It's over.
5 votes, and the player leaving is Mary Halloran by a vote of 6-2. Mary, the tribe has spoken.
And we all predicted it, and luckily there will be no more confusion in the Brant Steele about which Mary we're talking about.
Wow. So if we see the votes here, we see that Carmen Tibideaux did vote for Artie at first, but eventually switched her vote to Mary in the revote.
The disagreement came into play.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cassie July voted for Artie. June Dolloway voted for Artie, but then switched over to Mary Halloran. Why did she vote for Artie? She was bonding with him. That alliance, I guess.
Alliance.
Yeah, wow.
HYC.
Because see, what happened is they knew that the New Directions were not flipping there, so it was either go to Rocks on vote 1 or give up Mary Halloran, which doesn't seem like a hard call to me. Kurt voted.
Clearly this was more of a trying to get the numbers rather than really any love for Mary.
Yeah. We see the rest of the New Directions. Kurt, Sam, Santana all voted to get Mary Halloran up out of here. Starchild is on their side as well. Sydney Greene also voting for Artie. So all of the adults.
Nice position for Starchild. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's looking good. And he's probably not as associated with that group. But all right, that's 1 vote down. We're going into week 2. And Mary Halloran, as I think Mary Kwiatkowski predicted, first boot.
Good to see her go.
Oh. There can only be room for 1. All right, proceeding on to week 2. And let's see what's going on here. Isabelle still has the legacy advantage. The alliances are looking about the same, so let's keep that moving.
So do you say that the strength of the alliances changes throughout?
It can, and every once in a while you'll see things start to change, but if you actually take time to pay attention to that, we'll be here for an extra hour and change. So tend to just keep moving on past these screens. So these are the alliances still looking strong, but we have another immunity challenge here, Aman.
The ocean. 1 at a time, 5 members of each tribe must swim out to a web. They must climb the web and leap off and retrieve the key. They must then swim to a final platform to place their key. Once 5 keys have been collected, the tribe must unlock a cage containing a diving mask. 1 at a time, the 4 remaining members must dive into the ocean to collect hoops. Once all 5 hoops have been retrieved, those 4 members can begin throwing the hoops at targets. The first tribe to get a hoop around each of the 5 targets wins immunity, baby.
All right. And who wins?
The untitled Rachel Berry tribe wins once again.
Wow.
It's just a regular old pagonging that's about to happen, isn't there?
Yeah, this is a good group. I think I can see them gelling back at camp. Things are going well. I don't see any obvious tension. I guess Rachel and Brody are holding things together.
Bad Santa and Maggie Banks are definitely flirting up a storm.
I also think in this challenge, I mean, McConaughey's really got an advantage, jumping for those keys, grabbing it in his mouth, doggy paddling his way back.
Yeah. I didn't even think about
McConaughey
that.
did this whole challenge.
Yeah, it's like when Ozzy goes back and does it 4 times, and McConaughey just did every single time. McConaughey just swam out, jumped up, got the keys every single time.
Bichette is talking to all of the New Directions kids about Sam and being like, do you know the way that he spoke to me that first time I met him? Was he always like that? And Mercedes is like, girl, don't even get me started. So they won immunity. They also win a tarp. So good luck or good job to the untitled Rachel Berry tribe. And Mary, what's going on back at their camp now that they've won? Anything stand out?
Well, Isabelle and Maggie find something in common, which is nice. It's probably about how they really appreciate being savvy women. And Mercedes is now impressing the rest of the team. I think she's doing a nice rendition of one of her classic bops, and everyone's really getting into that. She's this is a tribe that I think can appreciate raw talent. So that's definitely helping.
What song do you think Mercedes sang to impress the rest of the group?
Probably just and I Am Telling You. Just went back to the classics and
Love it.
No, fuck that. That's so overdone. She sang
Lucky Star with Maggie Banks. I mean, maybe. All right. Mercedes is impressing the team. The Alliance is actually taking another hit here. Sydney Greene leaves the Alliance. The head bitch is in charge. He was like, "Yeah, I'm not about to go work with all these women. Not happening. I do my own thing, Rudy Bosch style. So, or Rudy Bosch voice, I should say."
Sydney, pretty practical. I think has some reason. So maybe just a numbers thing. Worried about being in this alliance in the minority. Trying to flip over.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he probably shouldn't be leaving any alliances. He's going to tribal council tonight, and this isn't even his tribe, but it's fine. Back at the Broadway Babies camp, Charles, we have some drama here.
Oh boy, Sam has a major meltdown. Not good for Sam, who should be in a pretty good spot numbers wise, but clearly the elements of Survivor getting to him. Maybe people were not laughing at his impressions as much as he wanted to, and that rubbed off on him, and he got pretty upset. For whatever reason, that is not good. On the flip side, Carmen impressing the rest of the team. I think that she has I think everybody who has come across Carmen, from what we've seen, has the utmost respect for her and is trying to impress her. So maybe she showed some humility here and opened up and was vulnerable, and that really impressed the rest of the team.
Yeah, Sam's luxury item was that tool that he uses to measure his body fat, and he's been out on Survivor for 6 days by now, and he hasn't lost. He's not seeing as much ab as he's hoping for. So that's what his major meltdown is coming from. That, or it could be the impersonation.
Everyone talks about it before you go on Survivor. You want to eat avocados and peanut butter and fatten up a little bit. And this era of Sam is as you said, all about being as trim as possible. Mm-hmm. So it's not a good match here.
Yeah. So. Then again, maybe this wasn't a great Survivor pick, but then again, maybe he'll win, and who knows. So that's that at the Broadway Babies camp. We're going to go to Tribal Council, and nobody has any idols still over here, so we're going to see who's going to go next. We do, the screen is always annoying because you always see the first vote, so we do see that June Dolloway has the first vote here, but can June survive this, or is somebody else in the line of fire here?
Get June out of here.
Yeah.
Harsh but fair. All right, first vote, June Dolloway. Second vote, Starchild. Ooh, Charles.
If they vote a young and healthy Starchild off of this tribe instead of June Dolloway, then they deserve to continue to lose.
All right, well, let's see. 1 vote June, 1 vote Starchild. I'm going to call him Elliot. 1 vote Sydney.
Oh.
Left his alliance and should not have done so, but Sydney gets a vote here.
Left his alliance and voted for himself.
Next vote, June Dolloway. Got 2 votes June.
See?
I'm feeling better about Starchild now.
2 votes Sydney. All right, battle of the nice people, older people.
Older people.
Yes. 3 votes June Dolloway. Wow. 6th vote goes to June. Next vote, June Dolloway. And the last vote, 8th player. 8th vote, and the player leaving is June Dolloway. Final vote count was 6 votes June Dolloway, 2 votes Sydney Greene, and 1 vote to Starchild. June Dolloway, the tribe has spoken.
Who had the nerve to vote for Starchild?
Thank you.
It was June Dolloway.
Oh.
Goodbye. Good riddance.
She was left out of all the plans. They told her they were going after Starchild, and she was like, okay. But no. And the alliance...
The split vote here also is interesting.
The HBICs voted for Sydney. That's where those votes came from.
Yeah.
Everybody else voted June. Of course, Kurt wanted to get June Dolloway out of there.
I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. Kurt voting for June, no surprise. And then everybody else, no connection to her, and I don't know what she was helping in the challenges with. So June Dolloway, second boot here. Mary Halloran's out. June Dolloway follows close behind, and we are down to 8 to 10 in the tribes here. But let's keep going on. Episode 3, we got to keep moving. The alliances are here. They are looking about the same. Proceeding on into the Broadway Babies Alliance or tribe, because we have an idol found here, Aman.
Oh yeah, baby. Wait, am I the one doing this, or did you say Mary?
You can. I think I said Aman.
Yeah, Aman.
Okay. Yeah, my winner pick is showing me some dividends. He has found the hidden immunity idol at the Broadway Babies tribe, and yes, I'm living for it.
Kurt Hummel, first idol of the game on the board. Of course, we have a legacy advantage out there as well. And also found by his close confidant, Isabelle. So we'll see if those two maybe end up coming together at any point and running the game. Who knows? Kurt has found an idol, and that's well and good. Let's proceed on to the immunity challenge.
Going coconut. Tribes will carry heavy bags containing coconuts and sandbags through an obstacle course. Then, one by one, each tribe member will carry one bag while crossing over a balance beam. Once everyone is across, they must separate the coconuts from the sandbags, after which one tribe member will use the sandbags to clear a block puzzle off a table. Two of the tribe members will then reassemble the dismantled puzzle. First pair to rebuild their puzzle wins the challenge for their tribe.
And how fitting is it that a challenge all about sandbags is won
Sandbags win
by Mary. The other tribe finally gets on the board here, including Santana, of course.
I just think that they were trying to drop some dead weight first, weren't trying super hard in the first couple challenges, but now the crew's really coming together. They got a little shock last time, realized they really can't stand to lose Starchild, and needed to pick it up.
Mm-hmm. No, that's definitely looking like a better group here. Now that we're down to 8, we trimmed off some people that weren't really contributing a whole lot, and now, this is a solid group. So we're sending the other tribe to Tribal Council, so that should be interesting. Broadway Babies with an immunity win. They also win comfort items. So yes, get Miss Carmen Tibideaux the comfort she deserves. Love to see it. Also, Cassie and Sam definitely hooking up.
For
sure.
Definitely.
Until them emerge if they make and Brody is there.
Yeah, and Sam hoping that Mercedes doesn't find out, but yeah, Cassie and Sam definitely happening. And Kurt and Starchild. Blaine is probably not happy that they are spending so much time together, but he'll
get over it.
Hopefully. Untitled Rachel Berry tribe. What's going on here, Mary?
What's going on here is that Blaine and Isabelle find something in common. And what is it? It's their love of Kurt. Of course it is. So
yes.
They're just chilling with that and making some bonds, which is great. And Bad Santa and Mercedes are going to bond slightly, though, which is just troubling.
Mercedes, no!
No, you were doing so well. You were impressing the tribe. Apparently impressed Bad Santa a little bit too much.
Remember when she told Sam...
underrated Bad Santa before the season, that's all I was saying. I think that he's looking at this strategically and the social game matches as well, and is really trying to get himself in the New Directions numbers, even despite what he's done to several members of the New Directions squad.
I mean, well, clearly she's got a type. She's into white strippers. That's just the thing.
Yeah, she needs the abs. She told Sam, your little white booty was just an outlier, and then all of a sudden she's out here bonding with Bad Santa.
Yeah, you can have two outliers.
I'd be happy for her if it wasn't Bad Santa that we know is just going to ruin her life, not in a good way. So whatever. Over on the Broadway Babies tribe, Charles, what's happening here? Kurt has the idol, and we have some bonding happening.
Carmen and Cassie bond strongly. I mean, I think these two, probably know each other pretty well beforehand, considering they work for the same at school.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised by that, but I think good to strike that bond if they can kind of make it through the next few votes, which again they've won immunity. If they make it through the next few votes, then I think they're in good spot going forward, given how tight they are.
Lots of Rachel bashing happening.
Carmen leaving another alliance.
Oh my God!
Time for these alliances is much more focused on bonding with individual people, which I think seems to be a good strategy so far. Leaves the Nyata alliance, despite the fact that she bonded strongly with Cassandra. So maybe it's just an anti-Brody move, which should be interesting to track going forward.
Yeah, she didn't have the most loyalty to this group. She definitely, it shows here. She had a 5 loyalty, while Brody and Cassie had a 6 and 7. So, she wasn't quite like the natural fit for there. But if we're having a Nyada grouping, people are bonding over Nyada, then it made sense to throw her in there. But she's like, nope, I am not dealing with any of these people. So.
I also can't imagine being in a 3-person alliance with Brody and Cassie. It's got to be thrilling for Carmen for numerous reasons.
Yeah, especially while Cassie's off hooking up with Sam. But yeah. So we're going to go to Tribal Council here. And, of course, we unfortunately see the first vote is to Maggie Banks. But what do we think? Can Maggie Banks, Aman, survive this first vote, or is she done for?
This tribe clearly has an affinity for the young. So, this cast in general. So if Maggie already has 1 vote, I'd feel like that does not bode well. And this is exactly why I knew I shouldn't have picked her. I was like, Aman, you want to pick her, but she's not long for this world.
Yeah.
Well, for this tribe.
Whoa, that went dark.
This world as well.
I could see McConaughey being a problem here, or not a problem, a potential vote here. But then again, he has the Mercedes connection, so I don't know. All right,
I think he's helpful in he can win you an individual challenge alone. So I think you got to kind of keep him for the upside of that.
All right, let's go read the votes. Of course, as mentioned, Maggie Banks is going to receive the first vote of the night. We have, let me just remind everybody, we have Bad Santa, Bichette, Blaine, Brody, Dani, Isabelle, Maggie, McConaughey, Mercedes, and Rachel here as this tribe that has not gone to tribal yet. First vote, Maggie. Second vote, Mercedes.
No.
Wow. All right, 1 vote, Maggie.
Santa
Much
Cruz.
to worry about here.
1 vote, Mercedes. 2 votes, Maggie Banks. 3 votes, Maggie Banks. I feel like this is going to be all Maggie.
Okay, that was definitely Maggie that voted for Mercedes then.
4th vote, Mercedes Jones. We have another little bit of anti-New Directions bit happening here. Let's see. 2 votes, Mercedes. 3 votes, Maggie. 1 vote, Isabelle. All right. We got an outlier in the Isabelle Wright camp. 2 votes, Isabelle Wright.
Whoa.
What is happening here? So we've got 3 votes Maggie, 2 votes Mercedes, 2 votes Isabelle, 3 votes Isabelle. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, 3 votes Isabelle, 3 votes Maggie.
The legacy advantage?
She does have it. She didn't play it. Right? She didn't play it. She didn't play it. 4 votes Isabelle Wright. Isabelle could be out here with a legacy advantage in her pocket.
Well, you can't play the legacy. Well, we don't know when you can and can't play the legacy, right?
Does the legacy advantage work after the votes are read? Isn't that what it is?
I thought it was the one where you can only play it at certain.
Oh yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it only works at like
make it to a certain part of the game.
Yeah.
I think it's like final 13. You can play the legacy advantage.
Yeah, we probably should have explained that at the beginning. I forgot, but it's fine. 4 votes Isabelle. This is not looking good.
I think she's out.
5 votes Isabelle Wright is our first boot here. This is a shocker to me.
Wow.
What a great tribal council! What a great tribal council! I mean,
let's run through these votes. Aman, this is weird.
This is not good for Kurt. What the hell happened? So, Bad Santa voted for Maggie. Bichette voted for Mercedes. Blaine, Brody, both voted for Isabelle. Dani voted Maggie's ass up out of here. Isabelle votes for Mercedes.
What?
Maggie votes for Isabelle. And McConaughey and Mercedes vote for Isabelle.
Rachel voted for Maggie. And Isabelle is going to gift the legacy advantage to Bichette.
Who did Bichette vote for? Remind me.
She voted for Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Wow, they must have known.
Is that how Maggie voted too?
Maggie Banks voted for Isabelle. Yes, not Mercedes. Maggie voted for Isabelle. Wow, so they must have. Isabelle must have told them at some point that she had something, or maybe her mood was different. Like things seemed off with her, and they were like, "All right, we got to get rid of her." That's.
I mean, she did kind of like let the legacy advantage go to her head in the beginning, and was having disagreements and shit with people. So.
Oh. I'm so
I think
sad.
she just tried to come for Mercedes, and people backed her up and weren't going to have that. And there was potentially a little bit of a split vote going on here.
Yeah.
With Maggie, but Yeah, wow. Well, she chose right, at least in terms of the legacy advantage, and she didn't get Sarah Lacina'd.
Yes, that's true. 3 women out first. Why can't Survivor ever do anything good?
That's a bummer.
That's annoying. All right, let's keep moving on. We'll get a guy out of here eventually. The 2 tribes are, of course, still going at it together. I don't know when the tribe swap is coming, sooner or later. Proceeding on here to the Untitled Rachel Berry tribe, where Bichette has the legacy advantage. The alliances are still here. Proceeding on to the Broadway Babies tribe, where Kurt has the idol, and the alliances are still happening there. And next immunity challenge. Oh, no, we have a reward challenge. We're not going to spend too much time on these because, they just take too much time. But we have a reward that goes to the Broadway Babies. They win a grill with meats, vegetables, and spices. So Artie, Cassie, Carmen, Kurt, Sam, Santana, Starchild, Sydney getting some food in them before the next immunity challenge. That's cool. But, of course, the importance of the week is going to come down to the immunity challenge, which doesn't even have a description.
Angry chair.
What is that?
No
I don't
idea.
remember this challenge. Let's see. This would be the 4th challenge. This was after the swap, right?
You could tell me anything, and I would take it. So, all right. Well, sorry, Aman. No immunity challenge, but the Untitled Rachel Berry tribe is going to be the winners here. So, fresh off of a boot, they are now safe.
They got the Discord at the camp potentially, and 3-1 now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Aman, walk us through the events that are happening at the 2 tribes for this week.
So, Rachel finds the hidden immunity idol. So both Rachel and Kurt have found the respective idols at their camps. Bichette has the legacy advantage, of course, because Isabelle left it to her. And the 2 people that have powers in this tribe are going to bond. So Bichette and Rachel bond. It has a lasting impact. Mercedes and Rachel's bond, it has a lasting impact. So Rachel's social game is just through the roof this time around. And Blaine and Brody bond slightly. I'm hoping that it's not another crush that Blaine is developing on a guy that could never love him.
Oh, it is. And who says he can never love him? I could see. I don't know.
He literally goes out of his way to tell Rachel at the beginning of season 4 that he's straight. So.
I mean, if the money's right. I don't know. Sam Sadies is having some issues, though. That's not good. Mercedes is not having it.
The alliance.
Wow.
I feel like we kind of knew this was going to happen at some point. We talked about it before the season.
Yeah, she was not feeling.
We know the bond between McConaughey and Sam, but Mercedes wants no part of that, as expected.
Look, she's still going to be loyal to Sam, but she's just not having it for the specific alliance. I'm sure we're going to be okay, everybody. But Broadway Babies, let's check in on this tribe as they are anticipating another tribal council ahead of them. We've got some bonding happening here still, right? Aman.
Yeah, we got Artie and Kurt bonding. We got Artie and Santana bonding. So Artie's over here playing a good game. And Rachel leaves Pamela Lansbury, which is exactly how it happened on the show as well. So, makes sense.
Yeah, Rachel and Santana did kind of leave at the same time. It wasn't really like an exact time where it was just Rachel out, but Rachel was definitely, out on her own doing her rehearsals and whatnot. And, she wasn't even too into it in the first place. Kurt had to draw her in.
She prompted it. She was like, I'm not coming. I have rehearsal. And Santana was like, all right, well, then I'm not coming either.
Right.
So.
Wow. Alliances are falling apart. We're going to have to see some new ones get formed along the way. But Mary, as we go into this next tribal council, how are you feeling about who is in trouble here?
Well, based on who's received some votes before, we've got Starchild and Sydney Greene, who have had some of those. I really think that this would be the time for them to start looking at some of their weaknesses, just with the number of losses they've already sustained. You really got to either get rid of Cassie so that she can't mess with Sam's mind anymore, or you're going to have to start looking at Sydney or Artie for challenge liability. And those are really your only options.
For sure. All right, let's see how this vote's going to go. Kurt has the Broadway Babies hidden immunity idol, and he's not going to play it. So he feels good. Makes sense. I don't think he has anything to worry about right now. Let's read the votes here, and we have the first vote, Carmen Tibideaux. Second vote, Sydney Greene.
These old people cannot catch a break.
No. Third vote, Sydney Greene. 2 votes Sydney,
Yes.
1 vote Carmen. We need to get Sydney out of here. There is no need for this man to be on the season anymore. 3rd vote, Sydney Greene.
Yeah.
4th vote, Sydney Greene. And by a vote of 7-1, Sydney, the tribe has spoken. Everybody voted for him, and Sydney put his vote on Carmen Tibideaux.
After bonding with her.
It was
Send
fake.
him home.
It
Send
wasn't
him
real.
home.
All right, finally a man's gone. Love to see it. Sydney Greene brought nothing to the season. I mean, millennials versus Gen X, like this is probably exactly where Paul Walker went out, right? Or so, around the same time frame, and this feels pretty similar to me.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
right.
Does anybody remember Paul Walker?
Yep. He had
No.
no.
Very barely. That man did nothing on
I
that
remember he
season.
tried to take control of the Gen X tribe and did not work. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I'm just surprised I even had his name. So that's that. I see that we are on episode 5 here, and the next tab is a twist, which tells me that we are probably approaching a tribe swap here. You guys ready for that?
Oh, I'm so ready.
All right.
The question is, are they ready?
They're not. They are not. These people suck at playing the game. They're all leaving alliances left and right. But let's proceed anyway and find out what this twist is. All right, as a part of a twist, the new tribes are randomly assigned. There will be 3 tribes. Members of the 3rd tribe will have to start from scratch. And because of this disadvantage, the 3rd tribe is going to get 1 extra member. So we're going to be looking at 5, 5, and 6 on these new tribes. Let's check out the new tribes. And Aman, walk us through them. Who is swapping off with who?
The untitled Rachel Berry tribe retains its titular character in Rachel, surrounded by Sam, Starchild, and Maggie Banks and Bichette. Interesting combination there. Maggie Banks should be in a lot of trouble. Broadway babies: Blaine, Brody, Cassie, McConaughey, and Mercedes.
Oh.
McConaughey should be in trouble the most here. Peter Pan tribe. I love this. The fact
This
that
tribe
Maggie
is
Banks
ridiculous.
Maggie Banks is not there, but Kurt is. Kurt is our Peter Pan here, with Santana, Dani, so that's going to be a nice little trio there. Carmen Tibideaux, Bad Santa, and Artie Abrams. Carmen is in some deep ass shit.
I don't know. Well, so the breakdown of like former tribes here. For this tribe, we have 4 of the former Broadway babies: Kurt, Santana, Carmen, and Artie. And then we have 2 from the former untitled Rachel Berry tribe with Bad Santa and Dani. Bad Santa being on the tribe with Kurt and Santana, I worry about that. Well, not worry. I don't care if he
true.
goes, but that's
I think Bad Santa's in more trouble than Carmen.
yeah.
Sure.
Carmen probably has a little bit of a bond with Kurt going, and she was bonding with Santana earlier as well. So hopefully they're fine. The Broadway babies, Cassandra July, the only former person from the Broadway babies to stick around. So her number could be up, but she has Brody back by her side. So if they can just get
Blaine
one
and
more
Brody
person.
have something going on, so I feel like I kind of agree with Aman's take that McConaughey is in more trouble than Cassie is.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Cassie and Brody definitely still have that alliance going. And then on the untitled Rachel Berry tribe, of course, Rachel, Maggie, and Bichette from the first tribe are there together. So they do have the numbers, but the other side of things is Sam and Starchild. So Rachel definitely about to jump ship here. And just a question of who she goes for, if Maggie or Bichette. I don't know.
In terms of challenge strength, which tribe do you think is looking most promising?
I think Broadway babies probably.
Probably, yeah. They're fairly evenly matched, but when you've
Yeah.
got that Blaine, Brody, and we know,
Cassandra's in great shape too. McConaughey
Yeah.
can win you some challenges.
I'll agree.
exactly.
Broadway babies definitely looking pretty strong here. But let's proceed and let's see how things are going at these individual tribes. Of course, Bichette has the legacy advantage and Rachel has the idol from the old tribe. So that's happening there. Over on the Broadway Babies tribe, there are no idols currently hidden, apparently. So that's okay, sure. And the alliances are all still intact. Kurt has the old idol over on his tribe, but we'll see if any new idol gets found over here. The Peter Pan tribe idol is hidden, as we also see these alliances as well. Let's get to the next immunity challenge, Aman.
Holy Diver. One at a time, the castaways must dive in to retrieve 5 buoys. Each buoy is located deeper than one before it. Once all 5 buoys have been retrieved, the tribes have a choice between immediately starting the tossing part of the challenge or lassoing the target in first. Lassoing will reduce the distance between the platform and the target basket by 6 feet, making the tossing easier. The first 2 tribes to toss all 5 buoys into the basket win immunity.
Mary, what did we just say was the strongest tribe?
Pretty sure that we said that it was the Untitled Rachel Berry tribe, or no, I don't remember.
I think we said it was the
Peter Pan
Broadway
tribe?
Babies, and
Okay.
from what I'm seeing, the Broadway Babies finished third out of third in this competition,
Yikes.
in this
Well,
challenge.
In that case, I think we can squarely put the blame here on McConaughey, who just completely lost his head and kept trying to chase after, the things they were throwing into the basket, and was just making it so much worse.
Yes. Each buoy is deeper than the one before it. Yeah, he's definitely distracted as hell in this challenge. Wouldn't be surprised to see him
about how
go.
McConaughey can win you a challenge. McConaughey can also lose you a challenge. I
Yeah.
think that's what happened here.
Definitely the 100% accurate, I think, there. So the Peter Pan tribe comes in first. Artie, Bad Santa, Carmen Tibideaux, Dani, Kurt, and Santana. And then Rachel Berry, Untitled Rachel Berry tribe comes in second, leaving the Broadway Babies in third place. But let's check in on the events. And Mary, anything stand out to you from all this? We have some bonding.
Yeah, not too much. Rachel and Starchild bond slightly. I think they are maybe more similar than Rachel wants to give them credit for, and so she's decided to let that go. She's really being a lot more of a mellow Rachel in this season than we've seen in the past.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well when she played Big Brother. And it's like, I don't know why that keeps happening, because, I mean, all of the, attributes placed on her character are all exactly how she is on the show. So, like, I guess there's really not a specific category that you can put in, like, in terms of, like, this person is selfish and only cares about themselves.
I mean, she's a Franzel type. Like, she's,
Yeah,
like
that's a great, yeah.
It's someone that's, gonna be the right amount of paranoid and the right amount of backstabby at any given moment.
Yeah.
Like, she's just that girl.
Strategic, is going to always make sure she gets what she wants. So I think, it definitely makes sense that she would do well. Because I think from the outside, you would just be like, oh no, she's going to go in there and, not make any friends. But once she, like, settles down, she's determined to win. She's determined to get her way. That's just the only thing she knows how to do. So, all right. Charles, what's happening on the Broadway Babies tribe?
There's no idols, so you don't have to worry about that. Some bonding here. McConaughey bonding with 2 people. So maybe was feeling vulnerable after losing the challenge so badly for the entire tribe. And Brody and Mercedes come over and make McConaughey feel a little better about himself. So maybe could save him here. We're still worried for McConaughey, but good to see there. And then Cassandra and Brody bonded strongly. And yeah. That's the second person that Cassandra has hooked up with on this season. With her moving on to Brody, as we know she has a tendency to do numerous times in the past. And no surprise with them bonding here strongly as well.
Showman's queen. That doesn't look good for Carmen when we get to tribal, but we'll see about that. And then what's going on at the Peter Pan tribe? Really not much. Just we have an idol find here, Aman.
Ooh, Santana finds the Peter Pan tribe hidden immunity idol.
Woohoo!
So all 3
Yes,
of
queen.
the NY3 have an immunity idol.
Wow. That's incredible.
This is dangerous. This is very dangerous.
That's
to say the
incredible.
least.
All right, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. They are obviously the main characters over in the New York era. That's who we're following for the majority of our time, and let's keep them with power. Let's see how they run with it.
This shit is rigged.
The game, I'm telling you, there's a Glee fan on the other side of things that is controlling this season. They know what's happening, and they're giving us some good TV. So let's proceed on to Tribal Council, and we are going to see, of course, I got the, I think in my head I was thinking a different tribe was here. Blaine is here, and that's what I was kept forgetting about. Carmen Tibideaux is not here, so forget I said that. So Blaine, Brody, Cassie, McConaughey, and Mercedes Jones. Cassie being the outsider from, it's a 4-1 advantage from former tribe lines, but we'll see if she can survive here. Nobody's going to play an idol, so we're going to get down into this vote, and the first vote is going to go to Blaine Anderson.
And Mary's heart is ripped out of her chest.
We're not okay here.
Second vote,
Not good.
McConaughey.
Yep. He lost the challenge for them. Makes sense.
I mean, to be honest, I can see either of them go.
Third vote, McConaughey.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Mercedes and Blaine should vote together. They're in the New Directions Alliance.
And Blaine and Brody were hitting on each other.
They did. Cassie and Brody do not have any reason to keep Blaine around, but even they did bond. But we'll see. All right, fourth vote, McConaughey, and the player leaving here. He did not do a very good job in that last challenge. And McConaughey, the tribe has spoken as he casts his vote for Blaine on the way out.
Just got too distracted there at the end. He had a strong start, really helped his tribe out in the first couple challenges, but he didn't know when to quit, when to say no.
Wow. All right.
Just like that, only the humans remain.
It's okay. I was nowhere near the rooting level that I had for the Tubbingtons that I do for McConaughey, so we can move on, and we are going to, as we are, of course, down to another round here in the the mixed tribes. We've got 5 versus 4 versus 6. Let's check in on things. The legacy advantage still out there. Rachel has her idol still out there. We've got no idol hidden at the Broadway Babies camp, and we've got Kurt and Santana with idols back at their camp. Our next, another reward challenge, which, again, takes up time. Blind faith with this reward, and the Broadway Babies are going to win baked goods, iced tea, and milk. So Blaine, Brody, Cassie, and Mercedes doing well without McConaughey around. So you guys were right.
Nothing like a nice glass of milk on the island.
Yeah.
Baked goods as well, I feel like would not sit well in my stomach on no food. But depends. I mean, like, I don't know.
I mean, hey, when you're out there starving, you'll eat anything.
For sure.
I would gladly take a nice little Danish with some tea.
Yeah, and then chocolate chip cookies make their way over to the Rachel Berry tribe. So Maggie Banks, Queen deserves some cookies.
I love how there is more specific. Like they won the second place prize, and we get to know that it's chocolate chips, but the other one gets baked good.
Yes, well, they didn't get any milk with their chocolate chip cookies on this tribe, so sucks to suck, Starchild and Sam. All right, immunity challenge. Why does this keep happening? When there's a reward challenge, they don't tell us what the immunity challenge is like, but whatever, it's fine.
It's in the bag. Yeah.
Well, it's in the bag for one of the tribes at least.
Which tribe?
Broadway Babies.
Broadway Babies.
Wow.
Coming back from their recent loss, and they said, you know what? We were the stacked tribe. It was just McConaughey who was holding us back. But we had it in the bag. And
I love to
Peter
see
Pan
it.
Tribe coming in second place here.
Love to see it. The Broadway Babies.
The Peter Pan tribe here able to sit 2 people out. So I think that was a little bit of a benefit there.
Well, who'd they sit out? Artie.
They probably sat out Artie and Carmen.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
guess.
that's a strong team as well. When you got Bad Santa, Dani, Kurt, and Santana running around doing controlling the game. All right. Nice. Cool. I wonder what the challenge was, but we'll never know. So let's proceed on and see what's happening at the camps. Mary, tell us about your Untitled Rachel Berry tribe.
Well, of course, just to update everyone, Bichette with the legacy advantage, that's not going anywhere. Rachel with her tribe hidden immunity idol, but Bichette and Maggie are going to bond slightly because there's really no one else around for them to bond with if they haven't already.
Mm-hmm. You say that's not going anywhere. Are you sure about that? They are going to tribal.
I mean, we'll see, but we've seen people leave alliances and not get voted out. So
True. Broadway Babies, nothing occurred. Sorry, Charles. Sorry, Charlie. Nothing happening over there. Peter Pan tribe has some stuff happening. Oh my God, Aman, what is going on here? Not a fight between. No.
Dani and Santana have a major fight. This is what I love to see.
See, this is what we would have seen if Dani was kept on the show a little bit longer. Some actual, this wasn't going to be perfect forever. We were going to see when Britannia got back together that Dani wasn't going to be too in love with that idea, and this is the continuation here.
Yeah.
I love
Instead, the show was just like, we know who you're rooting for. We'll just take Dani out of the picture.
Oh man,
Could have had some
I feel
intrigue.
like Demi Lovato's schedule probably played the biggest factor in that more than anything, but definitely, I would have loved to see more Dani. I thought she was an interesting character. I actually thought she and Santana had pretty good chemistry and could have been like a more significant love interest for sure.
wow. What's their breakup song? Break up with your girlfriend. Yeah.
The only song that popped in my head was the potential breakup song by Ali and AJ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Well, Dani and Santana, I mean, they didn't go into this season together. It was just kind of like, I assumed, because we're kind of probably assuming that this is happening, say today, and Britannia are off living their happy life together. And Dani, I'm sure Dani's found someone too, but they just are rehashing old memories, and I guess it just didn't go well. But all right, we'll see how this plays out for them.
Well, they are Dan Tana no more.
Hell, that's sad. And Kurt's also impressing the rest of the team. I don't know what he's doing that's impressing them, but he's doing it. So
he's walking around in gold lame pants that he's miraculously kept clean over the course of 5 episodes.
Props to him. Untitled Rachel Berry tribe is off at Tribal. We've got Bichette, Maggie Banks, Rachel Berry, Sam Evans, and Starchild. Rachel has her idol, but she is not going to use it. So is this Maggie's time?
Yeah, I thought she was in trouble, and it looks like she might be.
She might be in trouble here. Maggie made it very far into the game. If she goes here, I think we'll be okay. I think she'll have gotten what she could have from this game. But let's see. Of course, the first vote is going to go to Maggie Banks. Second vote, Starchild.
No.
Damn.
Starchild gets a vote here. Could have been Maggie's vote.
He needs to up his social game.
Yeah, he's not really doing much. Haven't seen many events from him. Third vote.
A huge threat.
Rachel Berry.
What is happening?
Wow.
Oh, that's definitely a Maggie vote.
Maggie or Bichette definitely could have not known what to do and just voted for Rachel and Starchild. Third vote, Maggie Banks.
Yeah. Okay.
And the final vote, if it's not Maggie, we have a tie. Third final vote, Maggie Banks. Maggie, the tribe has spoken. Bichette voted for Starchild. Maggie voted for Rachel. Rachel reminded her too much of her daughter, and she was like, no, we are not playing this game. And
interesting to note that the opposite alliance seems to keep voting for Starchild. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad. It can go either way in Survivor, I feel like.
It makes sense because if they don't want to go for the people in the alliance, like they know that Rachel's not going to vote out Sam, but they're like, come on, you have to come with us and vote out Starchild. Like, you don't need him. Yep. Makes sense. All right, Maggie Banks heading out, joining the pre-jury trip with all those other people that I'm not writing down, but Mary's writing down, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Who's gone so far? You're doing a better job taking notes than I am.
So far we had Mary Halloran, of course, June Dolloway, Sydney Greene, Isabelle Wright, McConaughey, and Maggie Banks, all out of the game.
What kind of pre-jury trip are they doing?
Isabelle Wright, I'm like shocked all over again.
I know.
I feel like, with the exception of Isabelle Wright, kind of a low key pre-jury here. Like I think the people in the game are really crossing their fingers that they can just make the jury. Very
the age in the pre-jury trip is pretty high up there. McConaughey as well. Who knows how old he is in people years? I don't know. But we're gonna keep moving on in the game, and we have now 4 versus 6. The Peter Pan tribe still going strong with 6 members. They had to rebuild or build from the beginning, and that's why they had that extra member to start off with. But they've been winning challenges.
Has lost 1 challenge the entire time, right? And Dani both.
Yeah, they've been doing pretty good. So props to them. We're going to go over to check in with the tribes. Idols are still, of course, in play over there. And at the Broadway Babies, and at the Peter Pan tribe. But what's important is, Aman, should we just talk about the reward challenge? Because I'm sure it's not going to tell us about the immunity challenge.
Sure. Matt finish. Tribes must collect a bag of balls from an obstacle in the water. Then shoot each ball through a net before attempting to land them on top of a narrow perch. The first 2 tribes to land all 3 balls on their perch win reward. The Broadway Babies win a reward, and they get a visit from a chef, as well as the untitled Rachel Berry tribe, who wins some kebabs.
Does the Glee universe have any chefs
glorious in it? Food. So the largest tribe cannot fucking win a reward challenge. Go figure.
Is there, like, the Glee universe, is there anybody that's known for being like a good cook at all?
No, I don't think so.
I think I remember Terry being a bad cook. Does that help?
Mm-hmm. That sounds horrible. Right.
I feel like Will might be a decent cook.
Yes.
I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. That just seems like a spot that like exists in every TV show that somebody's good at cooking or something. I don't know. There's always a chef somewhere, but Glee never had a chef unless we're forgetting anybody and someone's like people are yelling into
There's
their.
always a chef
Their culinary depth is fucking breadsticks.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
We have breadsticks.
So okay, that's exactly what happened here. So they flew in the chef, the head chef, over from Breadsticks to make something. I mean, this is from the New York City era, to be fair, but it's still Breadsticks. They when the New York City kids got there, they made sure that there was a Breadsticks close by. So sounds good.
There was a chef. That guy, the guy that Sue hooked up with.
He owned a restaurant, yeah. Mario?
Yeah, but he cooked her a meal. Yeah, Mario. Exactly.
Wow, that's a deep pull.
There you go.
All right.
Strong deep pull.
He can be our chef. Sounds good. He's going to visit the Broadway babies and cook them up something good, and then also the Rachel Berry tribe.
They are not going to fucking eat that shit. Like, Rachel is not eating that shit. Like, Mercedes is not eating that shit. Neither is Blaine, because all they know about this guy is that they fucked all over the apartment. So...
What a time. Let's proceed to the immunity challenge, which, of course, as we said, does not have a description. It is called Bailout. And who's our winner here, Aman? Or our winners?
Untitled Rachel Berry tribe. I'm just going to call it URB. URB tribe and Broadway babies have won immunity. I guess they got that bail money ready. They
fed themselves pretty well, and they have one immunity, which means that big tribe of 6 is going to become 5. We got to break that up.
Yeah,
finally
lost both challenges, so that's clearly they have some dead weight that's dragging them down still.
Yeah, and we'll work our way over there as nothing happening at the URB tribe. I don't know why I didn't start going with that earlier. Thanks so much for the late addition there, Aman. I'm just kidding. At the Broadway babies. Oh my God!
No!
Oh my God!
No! Whoa!
Shit.
Whoa! That was like belated. I was reading it like, oh, something good happened to Blaine. No!
Oh!
What?
Oh!
How did this even happen?
Oh!
It wasn't even related to a challenge.
Cancel.
Okay.
Cancel the season.
I'm sorry to the audio only listeners. Blaine Anderson on the Broadway Babies tribe has been medically evacuated due to an injury.
Yeah, one too many kebabs. He punctured his esophagus.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, what a story. From winner to medevac. Like, he didn't get voted out.
Call up frat guy physicals and get this guy checked out.
I don't know if that's how this works, Mary. Oh my goodness. Dr. Joe coming in, checks out Blaine, and says he cannot continue in the game.
This is just, you know what? It's heartbreaking, but I think that this just means that Blaine is going to return for the medevac season, and he's going to take. Nobody wanted him out. He was playing such a strong game. He deserves a third chance.
I'm not over this. I just
was that both your winner picks, both you and Charles?
No,
it was my winner pick. He was just my happy pick. Yeah. But no, I saw Sam. We're all of our winner picks still in the game, although Starchild keeps receiving votes. But wow, heartbreaking, really is.
Is there any world where you feel a little bit like okay about this because, like I said, he didn't get voted out, so at least it was like.
Yeah,
I think that's it. I think just the fact that he was playing so well,
right,
is reassuring. But I mean, he had no one coming for him.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's the new directions hit to Kurt. Kurt has been in a pretty fantastic spot. Having a guaranteed vote with you and losing that obviously hurts you in the game. Wow.
So does this mean he's on the pre-jury then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's going on the trip or if he's getting evacuated and, taken to get medical care and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know.
What was the guy from was it Joe? I think that's what happened to Blaine.
Co-wrong? Yeah, I don't know. All right.
He had too many kebabs, like you said. He had too many kebabs and got a stomach ache. I think that's what happened.
Mary, all I'm picturing right now is the sad music from All Stars, where.
It really is.
Well, you know what? Fuck it, because I didn't really want him to win for Big Brother, so I'm glad that he's out of here now. I'm sorry for your loss. I really am, but
No, the sad song from Survivor All Stars is playing as he walks away.
Yeah.
And yeah, that.
we're all gonna want to see the next episode where they come up to the next challenge and Kurt is looking for his hubby and he's nowhere to be found.
That is quite the turn of events here, as Blaine Anderson is medevaced from the game due to an injury. He will be okay. He'll be fine, but he's got to leave the game to go get things treated. So we're going to have to proceed. I don't expect Tribal Council will still go on tonight. We'll see, but Blaine is out of here. Wow, I'm sorry, guys. At the Peter Pan tribe, Bad Santa is impressing the rest of the team. Of course he is. I'm sure his abs have only gotten better. With the starvation aspect, and him and Carmen Tibideaux are finding something in common. So naturally,
Carmen's letting her hair down now. She took that turban off and was like, "Let's just do it, honey. Let's just do it right here."
And this is going to have a lasting impact.
Carmen's social game is really impeccable. I think we all underrated that coming to the season. She's bonded with so many different types of people from different tribes, from different starting points, from different backgrounds. So it could definitely be in a really good spot moving forward if things with the new directions get shaken up a little bit.
Yeah, and she doesn't need alliances to do it. So props to her. Let's see. Are we going to have Tribal Council or not? No. Tribal Council has been canceled as Blaine Anderson
seeing that photo made me sad all over again.
In the game. I'm sorry, guys, but that's what we have here. So we go into episode 8, and I believe we are about to hit the merge with this group of people that we have here. So let's just proceed on and get to that. We do indeed have the Nyada tribe as we are here at the merge. And wow, Blaine just missing it by that one vote. I'll stop talking about Blaine because I'm sure it's going to make everybody sad. Well, you guys sad. I couldn't care less because I didn't want him to win either. But still shocking to have that happen here.
There were too many gays on the season. He had to get rid of one of them.
You know, there really are a lot out here. But Aman, run us back through who has made the merge here on the Nyada tribe.
Artie Abrams has rolled his ass into the Nyada tribe. Bad Santa has stripped his way into the Nyada tribe. Bichette has produced another magazine spread into the Nyada tribe. Brody Weston has gigoloed himself into the Nyada tribe. Mercedes Jones has sang her way into the Nyada tribe. Kurt Hummel has annoyed his way into the Nyada tribe.
Well, he's busy crying. Give him a break here because he just saw that Blaine's not in the game anymore, and he is a mess right now.
Yeah.
Dani has conspicuously popped up into the Nyada tribe, but will probably be gone sooner or later. Cassie has finagled her way into the Nyada tribe. Carmen, this is her fucking shit. Like, this is her tribe. So there's that. Rachel Berry has dropped out of the Nyada tribe, but then made it back just in time. Sam Evans has landed a photo shoot here at the Nyada tribe. Santana Lopez just shows up to Nyada because she can, and is better than almost everybody in the Nyada tribe, but doesn't actually attend. And Starchild has he got into the NYU tribe first, but then was able to make a transfer to Nyada. So
all right,
here we go.
So I don't even think it's worth at this point going back to the tribal lines. I mean, there might be some connections there, but looking at this from who is here, Aman, I think you were worried, or maybe somebody else said this. Of course, we wanted to see Cassie and Rachel get there together. Cassie, Rachel, and Brody are all here at the merge.
Yes, they are.
Pamela Lansbury, all here together at the merge. Rachel, Kurt, Santana, Starchild, and Dani have all made the merge. Rachel and Carmen are here together at the merge. Sam and Bichette are here together at the merge. Sam and Mercedes have not crossed paths yet in the game, but they have merged together. Artie
and
made
McConaughey is gone.
Yes. McConaughey is out of here. Artie made it. Kurt, of course, made it without Maggie, sorry to say. And June, Dolloway, and Blaine, if they are together, partying it up on the pre-merge trip after Blaine gets fixed up, then they're having fun. But Mary, looking at your list of those pre-merge boots, anybody that we're devastated to not have here besides Blaine?
I mean, I think we're all pretty devastated still about Isabelle. She really was just the pre-jury robbed G. Otis for sure. Everyone else, I think it seems pretty typical. I think this has been a little bit of a slow pre-merge, with the exception of maybe 2 episodes that were particularly interesting. Obviously, the sad Blaine one, and then the contentious Isabelle one. But other than that, I think we've predicted most of these boots, and now we've got quite the contentious tribe here, with a lot of different dynamics and a lot of directions it can go. So it should be a very interesting post-merge.
I'm very excited for this. All of the new directions have made it, of course, except for Blaine, but everybody else is still hanging around here. So let's proceed and see how this is going to go. The Nyada tribe, let's check in with them. We have the legacy advantage is still out. Kurt, Rachel, and Santana all have their idols, and the alliances are all intact, as have previously been mentioned. I guess we can run back through them real quick. We have the NY3, the HBICs, which only contain still Bichette and Cassie. New directions, all 6 of them are still here. Cassie and Brody together still. Pamela Lansbury. Oh, let's not forget, Rachel did leave that alliance, so that's that. Santana and Mercedes still going strong, and then we have the downtown alliance of Artie, Kurt, Rachel, and Sam. Downtown. Okay. Immunity challenge.
Of course. All right. So this is what we're going to be fucking doing now. His ass has been like so fucking low key the entire time. Now he's about to start Mike Hollowaying it, and I'm not here for it. Get his ass out of here if he does not win next week. That's all I have to say about it.
Who is it?
Brody won fucking immunity.
We got fools in the rain. I'm sure it was some kind of endurance.
He is a fool in the rain. That's exactly what he is. A fool in the rain.
Brody is our first individual immunity winner of the season. And this game just loves to tell us things that we already know. But we have some events happening down here. Mary, what's happening down here?
Well, Kurt is devastated. That's not here, but It's true. Carmen and Dani find something in common, and it's got a lasting impact. I think what they have in common is some respect for Santana and some appreciation for the fact that they're a little bit, they're connected to some of the Nyada people and some of the new directions, but they're kind of more low key and chill people. So I think that's why they're really bonding. Artie and Starchild are gonna bond over being outsiders so far. They both had received a couple votes beginning of the game, maybe felt a little left out, and so they're glad to be here together at the merge. And of course, Bad Santa and Cassie find something in common, which is that they're both trash humans.
How dare you? I mean, they probably also are going to end up just getting together, so if they haven't already done so. All right.
This is the third person that Cassie's hooked up with, so she's really manipulating her social game this way.
And Brody is still here. And Sam. Oh, wow. That's fun. We're all making this up in our heads. This is not telling us any of this, so it's going to be fun when they all vote her out or something like that, or take her to the end. I don't know. But let's proceed on to the Nyada Tribal Council. We've got all 13 people here, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 or 13? Did I count that right? 5 plus 8 is 13. Yes, I counted. Yes. Okay. Rachel has an idol. Kurt has an idol. Santana has an idol. Will any of them play it?
Riggery.
Riggery. If anyone has an idol, nobody is going to play it. So, anybody have any strong takes as to who's going to be the first out here at the merge? Probably just a non-New Direction member, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, she's been hanging in there pretty much a lot, but I don't know if she's...
Yeah, I think Bichette's on the outs here, but she's also not a huge threat. I can see some people. I don't know when
that's active, but
yeah, I feel like it's active at the merge.
Is it the merge and then the final 6 or something like that?
I think that sounds right.
So we could see a legacy play here.
We could see a legacy play if she's smart. I think otherwise, I'm looking at maybe Starchild just because he's already received a couple votes.
All right, let's go down and find out who got the votes here. First vote, Sam Evans.
Oh.
Out of nowhere.
Ooh.
1 vote Sam.
Blow up.
1 vote Bichette. 1 vote Sam. 1 vote Bichette. 2 votes Sam. 3 votes Sam Evans.
No.
Oh no, Bichette's out of here. I don't believe this. Nope.
1 vote Cassie.
Whoa.
3 votes
Those are
Sam.
not helping Sam.
1 vote Bichette. 1 vote Cassie. 2 votes Cassandra July.
Well, this is spicy.
And look at that. She is not feeling these votes. She is not happy. Look at that picture. 2 votes Cassie, 3 votes Cassie. We've got 3 votes Sam
Well-
and 3 votes Cassie.
Rachel definitely did this.
4 votes to Cassandra July. 5 votes to Cassandra July. I think 1 more and she's out of here. And I believe she is... 6 votes, 7 votes. The 11th vote and the player leaving in this round here. Cassie, the tribe has spoken.
Good riddance. I mean, we knew that it was going to happen. We knew there was going to be a showdown. Rachel was like, I could wait and attack her later, or I could just attack her now. And so she went for it.
I didn't.
Santa immediately voting her out. Must
Yeah.
have gotten news of what happened with Sam and Brody. That's a quick turnaround for Bad Santa.
Aman, look at Bichette's vote.
Tyra voted for Sam.
She's been waiting to do that for a long time.
Yeah.
But she likes him. She says, I like you, Trouty Mouth.
I guess. Brody voted for Sam. He heard about what happened with Cassie and Sam and was like, yeah, no. So he tried to get Sam out and, he was working with Cassie. So this isn't ideal for him. Plus, getting out Brody, who wanted individual immunity, getting out his number one ally.
Damn.
Makes
Carmen
sense.
said, fuck Cassie.
Mm-hmm. Carmen's playing with the younger kids. Cassie voted for Sam.
That's a good thought.
Dani voted for Cassie. Kurt voted for Cassie. Mercedes was the vote for Bichette. Didn't she vote for her earlier? Is that
The other way around. Bichette voted for Mercedes.
Yeah,
she's
that-
returning the favor.
right? Okay. Rachel, of course, voted Cassie out here. Sam voted Cassie. Santana voted Cassie. No love lost there. Starchild as well. So Cassie, Cassandra July is our first member of the jury. All right.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not mad about it.
No,
I
it's
mean, I definitely wanted her to be gone quicker than some of these other people that are left. So that is no love lost. This season has been going pretty well for me.
Yeah, I'm not mad so far. But
I had
next
a
thing
little
you
bit
know,
of a scare there with my winner pick, but
anybody lose a winner pick yet? I don't think so, right?
Nope.
no, not yet.
All right. Proceeding on, episode 9. The idols are all still in play. And we're going to get to the next reward challenge, which isn't telling us anything, but they're all split into groups. The group that is going to win a poolside resort with a feast of burger, fries, and cocktails is Artie,
Oh my god, that sounds so good right now.
Bad Santa, Bichette, Sam, Santana, and Starchild are going to go on that reward. So Sam and
Well,
Bichette going to
that's
hopefully
a big
fix
group.
their relationship, but we'll see. Artie and Starchild were bonding, so that's cool. Sam and Artie being bros together on the reward. All right. Immunity challenge, Aman.
Ooh, yes, queen.
Bo diddly. Castaways must stand on an angled balance beam while balancing a ball on a bow-shaped device. At regular intervals, they would move further down the beam, making it harder to keep steady. The last person standing wins immunity.
And
Santana wins immunity.
All right, Santana Lopez on the board with her first
But you know
immunity
what?
win.
This is exactly what she did in Big Brother too. She was kind of like low key, and then she started like making some moves in the end, and then got clipped because she was just too much. So I'm worried that
That's not why she got clipped. She got clipped at the final 3 because there was no other place to get clipped.
Exactly, but like she probably like she was clearly the threat to win at the end, and that the same thing will happen again.
Well, last time she won no HOHs at all, and this time she's on the board with an immunity win, so I'm fine with it. Love to see it. Let's proceed on. At the Neata tribe, what's happening here? We have all of our idols again, but also Rachel found something here, Charles. Do you, Rachel?
finds the reward stealer, the
course
famous
she does.
Adam Klein reward stealer. I wonder if she's going to decide to tell one of her enemies, as Adam did, and potentially Brody, maybe, who
right.
voted against her alliance last time. That could cause some trouble for her. As we know, it's not necessarily a good thing. This is not an advantage.
All right. Well, Rachel's got a reward steal. Anything else happening here, Charles?
Some interesting relationship stuff. Bad Santa and Sam have something in common. Bad Santa has bonded with a lot of people. So if we're talking about people playing the best game who didn't come in with relationships, I think we got to look at Carmen and we got to look at Bad Santa so far, and see kind of where that plays out. Mercedes and Santana find something in common. I mean, I would hope they have something in common. They spent several years of their lives together and are very close.
They just found something in common for the first time now.
Well, this is around the time of doo-wop, right? So
yes,
maybe they just recorded that
lines.
and bonded over that, which is a great song and a great moment for them.
Yeah.
So love to see that. And finally, Artie impressing the rest of the team. We've seen Artie make some of the strongest connections. I think he had one or two other strong moments in the social aspect. So Artie, I think no one picked Artie as their winner pick among New Directions, but seems to be in a great spot.
Yeah. All right. Well, Artie's doing well. Rachel's got a Steele thing in her pocket. We have 3 idols still in play as we head to the next tribal council. I don't really know. I mean, I'm sure we're all kind of on the same page that anybody outside of that New Directions group still remains kind of on the outs here. Bichette, Brody definitely looks like an option to go home here.
Yeah, I would say Brody is the most likely.
Yeah, he didn't win immunity. But let's get into these votes. Nobody is playing their idol. First vote, Bichette. 2 votes, Bichette. 3 votes, Bichette. I'm sorry, Aman. Fourth vote, Brody.
They need to get rid of him. I said if he doesn't win, get rid of him or else he'll win again.
I feel like this is Brody, but let's see.
I think it's Brody.
2 votes, Brody. 3 votes, Bichette. 3 votes, Brody.
Oh.
We are tied up, 3-3. Fourth vote, Brody Weston.
Like to see it.
5th vote, Brody Weston. Shouldn't have won that challenge. Put a big target on your back, buddy. 6th vote, Brody Weston. Or 6 votes, Brody. 7 votes, Brody. And Brody, the tribe has broken.
Mine.
This
What a
is how to
heartbreaker,
be a
right?
heartbreaker.
How to be a heart.
Yeah, him and Cassie can enjoy Ponderosa together. I'm sure they'll have lots.
Wait,
of fun.
they're the only 2 in Ponderosa. that's
Exactly.
Gonna be
Singing, I love you. At least I think I do. Ooh. Okay. All right. Artie voted for Brody. Bad Santa voted for Brody. He is all on board with getting rid of the other hot people around, so he's the only eye candy on the screen. Bichette voted for Brody. Brody voted for her. Carmen voted for Brody. Everybody voted for Brody, except Mercedes is still trying to get Bichette out of here.
They are the only 2 black Carmen's there too. Y'all need to be sticking together. God damn it.
They do not get along. Santana also joined the effort to get rid of Bichette.
Might have been a split
Wow.
vote.
That has to do with the fact that Santana and Mercedes just found something in common. And I think what they found in common was they hate Bichette for
They don't
some
like
unknown
Bichette.
reason.
And, they're friends with
Bichette is
Sam.
fucking annoying as fuck, so it's not surprising.
But if Sam can avoid voting for her when he knows that the vote is Brody, then why can't they?
Because he knows if he doesn't win Survivor and doesn't come home with the $1 million, he's gonna need them fucking bookings when he gets back to NYC.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you can't
true.
Vote her out.
Well, Brody is out. I think, did Carmen vote for him? Yeah, Carmen voted for him. Carmen has successfully voted out both of her former Nyada allies, and she is not having it. She's skating by, so who needs him? So there go the obvious targets off the board. Cassie and Brody are out back-to-back as we proceed into episode 10. Everything looks to be the same here. Legacy Advantage still hanging around. The idols, the reward steal, blah, blah, blah. And we have a reward challenge, which yet again is whatever. Let's see who's going to win this one. Group 1, Group 2, we are divided into teams. Bichette does not get to play. She does not get selected. So Mercedes didn't even have last pick. Starchild was like, yeah.
Right now, to say the least.
Group 1 wins reward. Artie, Bad Santa, Dani, Rachel, and Sam are going to a floating restaurant with pizza, chicken wings, and beer.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Aman, are you hungry? You said that about
Yeah.
the last 3 rewards.
Pizza, chicken wings with beer in the sky.
In the sky? I think it's on the
It's
water.
floating in the sky. It's
In
not in
the
the water.
sky.
Where would they get a floating in the sky?
It's
Oh, I just assumed that they meant like a really high up restaurant.
Like an
somewhere.
airplane?
Hey, I mean, I've seen some
Pizza, wings, and beer in the sky. Yes, so they are off on their floating sky reward within view of the camp, and they have letters from home. We have to, of course, stop down and talk about who's everybody getting their letters from. Artie from Tina.
Yeah.
Bad Santa.
From all the women that he owes child support to.
Yeah,
Dani. I don't know anything about Dani.
Yeah, exactly.
She's getting it from
It's unclear.
I don't know, from Joe Jonas. I don't know. Rachel Berry gets hers, of course. Finn is not here. So, or I don't know what universe we're living in. Her significant other, we'll say, is
how about Jesse?
Yeah, it could be Jesse.
Well, yeah. If this is now, we're looking at Jesse, but whatever.
Or her dad.
Or her father, or either her fathers.
No, she doesn't want to hear from them. She left them back in Ohio and was like, see you guys in my Broadway debut. Sam is getting his from. Can Blaine write a letter if he's on the season?
From Ponderosa.
Tina or Blaine?
Maybe his younger sister. She's probably like 11 now.
Yeah,
Probably.
definitely is Pam.
Or no,
It's
sorry,
Pam.
or Mr. Shu. Mr. Shu would have wrote a letter as well. So
Yeah.
all right, that's the reward challenge. But we have an immunity challenge, Aman.
Wow.
With a 10-foot pole. Because that's the furthest amount of it. Like, exactly. To me, the winner is fitting. Each castaway stands on a narrow beam while balancing a statue with a long pole. At regular intervals, they must move farther away from the statue, making it more difficult to balance. If at any point they fall off the beam or their statue drops, they are out of the challenge. The last person standing wins immunity. Rachel Berry wins immunity.
All right, Rachel on the board. Rachel, Santana, they are winning idols or finding idols, winning immunities. That NY3 is really making a name for themselves.
I think this is actually a challenge that she in reality would win. It's a concentration and kind of focus challenge, and we know that Rachel is dedicated and can kind of lock in. So
She's
definitely
taking
one I
lots
can
of
see her
dance
winning.
lessons. Probably has decent balance. She's
Yep.
kind of short, which
Mhm.
helps for balance also. So I think
Alright.
this is good for her.
All right. What else is going on here? Mary, anything from the events?
Dani and Santana bond, which makes sense, as we've said. And Carmen and Kurt are going to bond because Kurt's smart enough not to drop out of Miata. So
All right.
it's all good.
Good on them.
Santana and Dani had a huge fight before, right?
Yeah, repairing the
So now
relationship.
they're repairing that relationship. That's great. That's great to see.
Carmen and Kurt, they were already, kind of bonded after Kurt got that last second audition and made it to Niata and blah blah blah. So they're rekindling their possible connection. Could come in handy as we approach the next tribal council. Anybody have any strong takes about who's going out next here? These new directions, as I mentioned.
Thin. It's really getting thin here on who could go. I mean, no one really has an alliance with Bad Santa, but he does seem to have really good social connections with several
Yeah, he hasn't
people.
gotten one vote, has he? He's
Yeah.
been out of the
So,
fray
I
the
think
entire time.
alliance-wise, you would think Bad Santa, but
You think that is this the time that Bichette goes? Is Mercedes and Santana
I
putting
mean,
the
she's
work?
been getting so many
it's the
votes.
easy vote.
Yeah.
It's the easy vote. Yeah.
They might want her out. I don't know what hope she still has around here, so they might as well just kind of call it a day on her. Let's go down to the votes. If anyone has an idol and they want to play it, of course the NY3 is not going to do so because they are so comfortable in this game. First vote, Carmen Tibideaux.
Whoa.
Second vote, Bad Santa.
Well, spoke too soon.
Bad Santa.
Oh, Bad Santa.
2 votes, Bad Santa.
Dang, Bichette.
3 votes.
Again.
Yeah, she was the
Bad
easy vote.
Santa. See, Bichette was the person that they were all talking about were voting out, but if it is Bad Santa here, they're like, well, let's get out a stronger player.
Yeah. It
Fourth
makes
vote,
sense.
Bad Santa. Is this going to be a clean sweep?
No, because Carmen's already up
Well,
there.
other than
But
that.
besides his vote, yeah.
Yeah, Bad
Yeah.
Santa, Bad Santa,
Yeah.
Bad Santa.
10-1.
Christmas is canceled. The tribe has spoken. 10
There you
votes
go.
to 1. Bad Santa
They
has
had a
been.
great game before the pre-merge,
Voted
but clearly was too big of a threat in the situation. I think Bichette was just too easy of a vote, and it makes much more sense to take out a threat here who also has good social connections.
Yeah.
Well, and also, if you look at the last couple votes, we've had Cassandra, Brody, and Bad Santa back to back to back, and I think that it was just a matter of time before Rachel wanted to take all 3 of them out.
Yeah, I mean, I was so surprised he made it this far anyway. Like, his connection to Rachel and Kurt and Santana was all like, slight or mild or strong dislike or whatever it was from those three towards him because he freaking robbed them. And they still left him hanging around longer than I thought. So, all right. Bad Santa heading off to Ponderosa as we get into episode 11 here. Let's proceed on. Final 10, top 10. We're halfway through the cast, but, of course, things are going to speed up now with a lot less votes. We have the idols are all still here. The reward steal all still.
We haven't had one idol play. That other Survivor game we had
is going to be crazy.
So many. Yeah, it's about to be crazy.
Yeah, especially with all these new directions still around. Let's get to the reward challenge where we see three groups competing. It's Bichette, Dani, and Sam on one team. Artie, Carmen Tibideaux, and Rachel on another team. Mercedes, Santana, and Starchild on the third team. And Kurt does not get to participate, but he automatically wins reward, of course.
Yes, come on, Kurt. Get your reward, bitch.
And let's see
galvanized.
Who is he going on reward with? Bichette, Dani, and Sam.
Oh. What an interesting four that is.
They are
going an aerial tour. They went a floating tour, guys.
See, now we go to the sky.
The real floating tour.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
So they get a tour of the local area up in the sky, followed by a survivor feast. So Bichette and Sam gonna do some more bonding there. Dani and Kurt, of course, 1-3 Hill members are hanging out. I'm sure that Sam and Dani are probably doing some bonding through Kurt. So all right. Sounds good. They're talking about how much they miss Blaine. And let's get to our immunity challenge, Aman.
Oh.
Rusty gates. The castaways must each stand behind a cage door where they maneuver a handle through a maze. Once their handle is free, they unlock the door and race to complete the slide puzzle. After the slide puzzle is completed, they have to smize into the camera. The first person to finish wins immunity. Tyra Banks wins immunity, bitch.
Wow. She probably needed this. Pressure was on. She needed this. But Chet wins immunity.
She definitely needed this. She was definitely on the short list to go the last time. Was able to narrowly escape that vote.
She
and
knew
here
her neck
she
was
is.
on the line. Yeah.
She knew it. I'm kind of sad now because I really wanted to just choose her as my winner pick just because of the novelty of it all. But I mean, she still, don't get me wrong, there's still much game left to be played. But like, this would have been such a fun ride had I chosen her.
Let's see. Now that she is safe, events that are happening here. We've got some stuff happening. Charles, what do you walk us through it?
Artie and Sam have a minor disagreement. Wow, interesting. I mean, maybe potentially over previous history with Brittany. I don't know. Very, very,
or
very
Tina.
Interesting there. Moving on.
A tribe an alliance forms. Here.
Yes, and this is our first. This is our first new alliance, I think, that wasn't pre-existing before before the show, and it's Bichette and Carmen. It's low loyalty so far. But that could be really interesting, especially since Bichette has immunity. This tribal using as Rono says, take advantage of when you have immunity, and she seems to be doing that.
Yep.
Carmen has
she
a lot
knows
of
that Carmen's has a lot of connections, but she's still at the bottom of the bigger power structure, and I think Bichette knows that. So
if these two can kind of survive a couple votes, they could be dangerous. I think Bichette still has the legacy advantage, right?
She does.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
Which means if she goes anytime soon, I wonder who it's going to. But I'm worried about this alliance because if the rest of the tribe sees them together and knows that that's a thing, then Carmen's probably out here. So sorry to the Carmen Tibideaux fans if that does come true. But let's see how it goes. We're at Tribal Council, Final 10. Idols are all here, and nobody's going to play them. Anybody have any thoughts?
Boarding those idols.
Yeah. Anybody think? I mean, I think Carmen's going here. I really do.
I think it's likely, especially with that alliance. I mean, if you can't get Bichette out.
Yeah.
There's not really any other options other than maybe they turn on Sam.
Or send Dani's ass out of there. I mean, Santana and Dani did have that fight.
Mercedes could turn on Sam. Sam's gotten some votes in the past. I would say, yeah, the one of those three is almost, or Starchild. But
yeah, I mean, looking at it, of course, we still have our New Directions here, and they make up 6 of the cast. The 4 that are not from the New Directions, Dani and Starchild, who of course have a connection to them, and then the only 2 people remaining on the outs of that, Bichette and Carmen. So I do feel worried for Carmen, but let's see how this goes. First vote, Starchild.
No.
1 vote Starchild, 2 vote Starchild.
That's the easy
Oh, wow.
vote.
2 vote Starchild, 1 vote Carmen Tibideaux.
Okay.
2 votes Carmen Tibideaux.
Okay.
2 votes Starchild, 2 votes Carmen Tibideaux. 3 votes Carmen Tibideaux.
Yeah, it looks like that was Carmen and
Bichette
that voted.
for Starchild.
4 votes Carmen Tibideaux. Rachel, you really going to vote out Carmen Tibideaux? Like, you really want to make that decision in your life, in your career? That's really what you want to do?
Rachel is reckless, okay? She don't give a fuck.
Oh, wow. 5 votes to Carmen Tibideaux, 6 votes, and by a vote of 8-2, Carmen Tibideaux, the tribe has spoken. And as you guys mentioned, yes, Bichette and Carmen were the only 2 votes for Starchild, so that alliance was not very long-lasting, and Bichette really on the outs now. Carmen Tibideaux makes her way over to Ponderosa very awkwardly to go hang out with Brody and Cassie.
And Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Bad Santa.
So hang out with all her fucking coworkers that she voted out of the game.
Wow. Well, hopefully her and Bad Santa really get along, because she won't be spending much time with the other 2. So that's that. New Directions continue to power through the game. Let's see how things are going to continue to play out. There's no fun idol finds because they're not playing them. So nothing happening there. We've got a reward challenge that Artie is going to win, which was being attached to a rope woven through a series of obstacles.
What?
Whoever reaches the end first wins, and Artie pulled that win out.
They fucking threw it to him. They threw it to him.
I mean, that's
Artie pulled out the win, and he's going to share the reward with Santana, Kurt, and Mercedes.
Fitting.
Now, this is interesting because Rachel and Sam, and is that it? Being left out of this from the New Directions? Yeah. No. I feel like there's 7 of them. Oh, no, there were 6. Okay, Rachel and Sam being left out here.
Well, I think Rachel's not necessarily the most fun person to take on a reward. And hasn't Sam already had a few rewards? Maybe that was just...
And also, Sam had a disagreement, right? So that was clearly not going to happen. So it's really just Rachel who...
Well, take a look at this reward that we have here. It's an important one. This is the loved ones reward. Santana Lopez.
So we get Brittany, we get maybe Bert, or maybe Blaine comes back.
Bert.
No, we need Bert.
Yeah, we get Bert.
You
need Bert.
We need Bert.
You need Bert. And Mercedes gets Quinn?
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean,
maybe just her mom or something.
I mean, we've met her mom. Yeah, you gotta. No, we already have a parent. We have Kurt. If they're trying to get the good ratings out there, they're gonna bring Quinn.
No, you bring the parents. They always bring the parents on Survivor.
I know. I just want Quinn. All right. So Brittany S. Pierce, Bert Hummel, and Mercedes' mom are on play. Oh, Artie, of course. Tina is out here as well to join in on the reward. Tina and Brittany did not talk one word on the flight. They were. Brittany was like not there for that. So I drown you out. I've learned how to do it. All right. Fun times on the loved ones reward. Of course, the entire segment was all about Britannia and some Bert and Kurt there, but let's keep moving. Another immunity challenge, and walk us through it, Aman.
Push me, pull you. The castaways will each have 2 handles that they will use to keep tension on a steel bar. If at any point they release the tension, the bar will drop and break a tile below them, which pulls them out of the challenge. The last person left standing wins immunity. Santana Lopez wins immunity.
All right.
Building quite the resume.
I know. She better calm. This is what I was afraid of. She better calm down.
I'm a little worried too, but still happy to see her doing well. Mary, what is happening here at the Nyada tribe?
Well, we're just having some more bonds with people who already bonded. For some reason, Sam and Santana are going to both bond strongly and slightly, which is a little bit odd. But, I think they bonded strongly, and then they got confused, and they were like, wait, let's take a step back, and let's just bond slightly. And then Rachel and Starchild are going to continue strengthening their bond that we already saw earlier. So really just keeping all the power in place, maybe having a couple offshoot alliances. But other than that, it's mostly this. Look, there's not very many people left at all who can disrupt any kind of new directions just stomping their way through the game. So it's getting close. I mean, really, Dani and Bichette and Starchild are the only people left who can do anything. So we'll see what happens.
Let's see. Proceeding on, Tribal Council time. We've got our final 9 here. Idols not being played yet again. NY3 with the Idols are feeling pretty comfortable. Time for the votes.
At 6, right? Oh, wait, no. Did they stop at 5 the last time he played this? I forget. I think it was 5.
No, I think it was, I don't know, 5 or 6. Not sure.
So do you just vote out Bichette for the easy vote, or does someone take a shot here?
This should be her time to go. Bichette's she's got nobody left. She's completely on the outs. It's an easy vote for everybody involved.
And we still have no idea when the legacy was in play.
Yeah, these new directions are way too lovey-dovey with each other, even though they do have plenty of disagreements over time.
Does this Brant Steele actually have anything coded for the legacy thing, or is it just stating there's a legacy thing? Because I feel like there's no mechanism for it.
It can only be played at 2 different votes.
We don't know which votes those are, do we?
It's the merge and the final 6, I think.
Okay.
That's how it works on the show or whatever. So she can't play it now. She could only play it at those 2. She should have played it back then, but it doesn't make a difference here. If she makes it to the final 6, she'll have it.
Well,
otherwise,
if she loses it, she's going to will it to somebody, right?
Yeah, she'll will it to somebody.
That's the interesting part.
Right. So let's see. First vote, Bichette. 1 vote, Dani.
Oh.
That's probably Bichette.
2 votes, Dani.
Oh.
Well, maybe Santana flipped because she did get in that fight.
2 votes, Bichette.
Ooh.
2 votes, Bichette. 2 votes, Dani. 3 votes, Dani.
Ooh.
Could be an idol split here. Like an idol. Well, I mean, they all know where the idols are. Next vote, Bichette. 3 votes to each.
Wow.
Dani.
Oh, wow.
Bichette.
Wow.
We are tied. 4 votes,
right?
Dani. 4 votes, Bichette. Last vote will determine who goes here. You guys nervous? I'm nervous.
I kind of want Dani
Dani.
out.
I think they turned on Dani.
Last vote.
Get her
Bichette.
out of here. Damn it.
The tribe has spoken.
No.
Pamela Lansbury stayed loyal, I think. Let's see the votes here. Artie voted for Dani. Bichette voted for Dani.
Wow.
Dani voted for Bichette. Kurt voted loyal to Dani. Mercedes voted for Bichette. No surprise, she's been wanting her out. Rachel voted for Dani, which, she's not in that alliance anymore, so she was happy to see her go. Okay. She knows that Dani was more loyal to everybody else than she was to her, but Rachel didn't get her way. Sam voted out Dani as well. He stuck by Rachel's side. Santana stuck with Dani, voted for Bichette.
What a crazy vote.
And Starchild was not about to vote out Dani either. Bichette gives the legacy advantage to Rachel.
Whoa.
So that's why she did it.
My winner pick is looking stronger and stronger.
Rachel made that play to get that advantage up out of her.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. Well, no, if she was playing for the advantage, she would have lied and said that she was, on her side, but then actually voted her out. But she voted to send Dani out, and one more vote, Dani would have been gone.
So there's some real division in the tribe now. That is, especially between the new directions. They kind of voted all different sides here.
Wow. Yeah. All right. Well, we're down to the final 8. We have the 6 new directions still hanging around, as well as Dani and Starchild. We're really down to it. So we, really could see this go a number of different ways. I think this is a pretty interesting dynamic, whether the band sticks together or the new directions. I mean, Santana and Kurt have to pick a side here.
I mean, do they? I feel like they.
Yeah.
100%
they do. There's no other way to go.
I think that it's more divided than it seems on the new directions side. This is kind of why I picked Starkid in the first place. This is the time of the game where Starchild, sorry. I had to mention Starkid at some point. So.
I know you did.
This is why I picked Starchild, is that I think they're gonna go after each other. You know, there's only 3 spots in the final 3, assuming we have a final 3, and there's 6 new directions. So I think that Dani and Starchild get picked up here by both alliances or one of the alliances, and find a really good spot.
Yeah, we're at the penultimate episode here. It's a 2-parter. We're going to lose 2 more people before we hit our finale. Mary, how are you feeling about your winner pick?
I'm feeling okay. I think it's still kind of a underdog pick for a winner. Not as much of an underdog as maybe Dani, but Sam's, he's already had some votes on him, and I think that he's just really hoping that he can be dragged to the end and then maybe get some pity from the jury, maybe hope there's a bitter jury. I think that's really the most he can hope for at this point.
Yeah. Aman, thoughts on Kurt?
I feel like he just needs some wins, because I feel like they're not going to respect his game if he doesn't win anything, because Santana has a win under her belt, and Rachel also has a win under her belt. So he's got to do something, or else he's done here.
Yeah. And as far as Rachel goes, yeah, she's I think she's looking good. She's got the idol, she's got the legacy advantage now, she's got the reward steal. Who knows if that'll come into play in any significant way, but definitely feeling like she is playing well. So if we're all feeling good, this is going to get interesting. Let's proceed here. Tribe status. Kurt has an idol. Rachel has an idol. Rachel has a legacy advantage. Rachel has a reward steal. Santana has an idol, and the alliances, as they continue to go on. Our next immunity challenge is going to come pretty quickly, as we have a new winner.
Wizard staff. Sam wins immunity,
Ooh.
whatever the hell that means.
Well, look at him trying to get a little bit of a resume going.
Yeah. Sam on the board with an immunity win here. Back at camp, we have Dani and Mercedes get into a small fight.
That's not good. They need to be focused on these bitches that got powers.
These always...
Oh, dang!
Why does it... final 8? Okay, we always do this and we react, and I forget to tell them what happened for the audio listeners, because we're just like reading, going down the page, and then all of a sudden it hits you, and you're like, oh, shoot. Artie Abrams has been medically evacuated from the game due to an injury.
Why are there multiple medical evacuations? What is going on?
I can't believe it. Now, this is the Joe from Go Wrong, Charles.
Correct.
At
You're
the
right.
final, down to the wire. Wow, what a tough spot. Does that mean he's... Well, I think he's still going to get a jury vote. I'm sure he's going to just get taken to the hospital, cleaned up, and... Wow.
They have a hospital on Ponderosa or some shit like that?
They just always, not always, but, I think Joe still voted on that season, even though he got medevaced, I think. No,
Yeah.
Wait, did he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. I think he voted, and I think Eric voted when he was medevaced so late.
Yeah.
I think the Blaine medevac was closer to a Neil situation earlier.
Haven't thought about that name in a while.
Yeah.
All right, well, Artie Abrams made it much farther.
By 3, especially Rachel, are just cheering, because that's just an easy week that they don't have to
I
use their
know.
shit
Yeah,
again.
that's...
Wow.
He was in such a good spot.
That's a game changer for sure.
That's tough. That's real tough for Artie.
Wow. All right, Artie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's people cheering at home right now, not because he got medevaced, but because he's out. I know we've got some anti-Artie people out in our midst, but all right, Artie is medevaced from the game and probably will be on the jury. Tribal Council has been canceled, and Sam's immunity challenge win didn't really do much, but hey,
Resume.
Damn, that sucks.
is what it is. So we head into the final 7, part 2 of episode 13, the penultimate episode. Let's keep going, and let's see who's going to win the next immunity.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
There he is.
Aman.
Wow. Oh, Starchild wins immunity for Pinball Wizard.
All right.
You need her.
Yeah, what a name for an immunity challenge. I'm telling you, there is a Glee FBI agent on the other side of the screen. Pinball Wizard, Starchild wins, and that's that. So we're going to head over to see what's going on. Kurt is impressing the rest of the team. He has been doing that all game long. We don't know what he's doing, but he's impressing everybody.
His social game has just been on
Wow.
point. You just need to win something.
But we also have a fight happening here, a small fight, but Dani and Sam are going to get into a disagreement that does have a lasting impact here. Dani
was teasing him about how his win didn't mean shit, and Sam went bonkers.
Well, I think Dani's also realizing at this point that now that Starchild is safe, she's the only one who's not in the New Directions alliance, and so she needs to throw somebody under the bus.
For sure. She's in trouble here, so she's going to throw some shade towards Trouty Mouth. Santana told Dani exactly how to hit him where it hurts, and Sam is like, you were only on 3 episodes, and she was like, well, your lips are huge. Okay, so that's the fight. Over at Tribal Council, these 3 are not playing their idols, are they? Unless Santana's going to idol Dani to stay in the game. Anyone think she could do that?
Why would she? They got into that fight. Like, I feel like she only.
They bonded after that.
They bonded back.
They
together.
bonded.
I don't think
I keep forgetting.
I don't know. I don't know that she should, but I can see it maybe.
No, she needs to save. She needs to save it for Final 6.
All right, let's see.
Sam could go here. That's my take.
Kurt Hummel uses his idol.
Oh.
Any votes cast against Kurt Hummel will not count.
Really, Kurt? Why would you use it? What happened? I thought you were impressing the team.
He was impressing the team, and that's why.
Burn your idol?
I don't know. Wow. Kurt Hummel is safe this round. Votes cast against Kurt will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Rachel Berry.
Ooh.
1 vote, Rachel. Second vote.
He just burned his idol. That's
Dani.
so annoying.
1 vote, Rachel. 1 vote, Dani. Now I'm in a weird spot where I'm like, I want Rachel to go, but she's my winner pick. All right. 1 vote, Rachel. 1 vote, Dani. 2 votes, Dani.
Oh, that's it.
Dani. 3 votes, Dani. 1 more vote, and she's out of here.
She's out of here.
Sam Evans. 1 vote, Sam.
There he is.
3 votes, Dani. 1 vote, Rachel. 1 vote, Sam.
It's going to be a 3-3-1?
Let's see. Sam Evans.
Oh.
6 votes, Sam. 2 votes, Sam. 2 votes.
Oh, sorry.
This
3
fight
votes,
really is working for Dani.
If this vote is for Sam, then we have a tie here. Otherwise, Dani is out. Sam Evans.
Wow.
There is a tie
idiot, Kurt.
and a revote. Kurt wasted an idol.
Her Hail Mary was really working there.
The 2 that got in a fight, Sam and Dani, are in a tie here at the final 7. They will not vote.
Once Sam won immunity, it kind of felt like this was the time to make a move on a new direction. I think he's going to go in the revote.
Sam versus Dani. They will not vote. Whoever voted for Rachel is going to end up being the one to decide this vote, I imagine. And here we are in the revote. 1 vote, Dani. 2 votes, Dani. 1 vote, Sam. 2 votes, Sam. We're tied up 2-2. 3 votes, Sam. He's out. 5th vote.
Yeah.
And the player leaving, Sam Evans. The tribe has spoken.
7th
That
place.
really sucks. Because if Artie hadn't gone home,
that was a big loss.
He exposed himself as being a bit of a threat towards the end, and now he just damn.
See, Mary, I don't know. I kind of want to touch on this for a second because, like I said, I had always had faith in Sam. You picked Sam here. I picked Sam in Big Brother, and he didn't end up taking the win either time. Maybe he's just too goofy. He is likable, but the Fabio win doesn't come around all the time. Sam's typical archetype is probably the guy who does go out in this kind of spot. He doesn't really make it to the end all the time.
Yeah, probably. I just think that he has moments of some really genuine times, when he's stripped to save his family and whatnot. And I just think that maybe he could have provided a little bit of that, but I think he just didn't try hard enough to be the empathetic, genuine side and went more goofy this time around.
Yeah. All right, so Dani voted for Sam.
Lansbury may be the strongest alliance in the game here. Looks like they voted together.
Yeah, we'll get to the final 6 in a second. Let's just check on these votes. Kurt voted for Sam on the revote. This is Dani voted for Sam both times. That's not true. Dani voted for Sam, could not vote on the revote. Kurt voted for Sam, both votes. Mercedes voted for Dani both times. Rachel voted for Dani both times. Whoa. She's been trying to get her out. Sam voted out Dani, could not vote again. Santana switched her vote. She was the one who voted for Rachel. And she flipped to vote out Sam rather than Dani here. Of course she did.
Of course she voted for Rachel.
And then when it was down to Sam versus, Sam is Rachel's number and Dani is her number. So smart move on Santana's end.
I hope that fucking Santana and Rachel go after each other this round. I really do.
Starchild voted for Sam. Of course, he's going to keep Dani around. So That is the vote there. We are down to our final 6 on finale night here. We have Dani, we have Kurt, we have Mercedes Jones, Rachel Berry, Santana Lopez, and Starchild. Elliot Starchild Gilbert. How are we all feeling?
Well,
I mean, I think the divide between Santana and Rachel seems like it's now going to decide the rest of this game.
Wow.
Well, I think we're going to see some idol plays here. When Rachel's got 2 advantages, Santana has her idol, and this is probably, isn't this the last opportunity?
I think so.
Yeah, we might get I don't get in here.
But Rachel also has a legacy advantage, so she's going to be able to save 2 people, herself and probably Kurt. We'll see.
So you gotta
and there's also immunity.
Closest ally. You Dani doesn't win immunity. You gotta think Dani's in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, Dani or Starchild are definitely out of here.
If you're able to, I think it. Yeah,
well, I don't know if the alliance is still strong with Dani, Starchild, Santana, and Kurt.
I think that was more about getting Sam out.
Yeah, Mercedes could be in a lot of trouble too.
Mercedes could be in trouble. Social Queen goes deep in her seasons, but I don't know if she's going to the end again.
Yeah, I think Mercedes would be my pick to go home here.
Oh, man. All right. Well, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's proceed on here to the Nyada tribe, the idols. We know the deal there. Santana and Rachel have theirs. And yeah, the alliances that we have here, the NY3 is still in an alliance, even though Santana and Rachel might be starting to splinter off, surprisingly late in the game. New directions, Mercedes.
Look at the loyalty on... Sorry to interrupt. Look at the loyalty on Pamela Lansbury. I mean, they have the highest. Kurt, Santana, and Starchild have the highest.
Yeah, and it didn't start off that way at all. That has just only grown throughout the game. Pamela Lansbury has grown stronger together, so there's something there. Doo-Wop, Mercedes and Santana, 9 strength, and downtown just down to Kurt and Rachel. So let's proceed and tell us about the immunity challenge, Aman.
Wow, Tower of Terror. Santana wins immunity. Oh, Tower of Power. Sorry, Disney on my brain. Santana wins immunity. Well, that's not good for Rachel. But she also gets to share a reward with 2 other castaways, and she chooses the other members of Pamela Lansbury, which Rachel has left. They win a steak dinner with wine waiting at camp.
Wow.
This is not good. This is not good.
Well, Rachel has so many advantages. She's going to be safe. This is about to be advantage getting because Santana has an idol, and if she can't play it on herself, she's got to use it on someone. She'll probably save Mercedes if Dani's... Well, no, or she might save Dani.
No, they voted against each other, didn't they? I think she'll use it on one of the 2. Yeah, she'll use it on Dani, probably.
So Rachel had the reward steal, and she didn't use it there? Okay, I guess she's really holding out just in case something significant comes. Kurt and Starchild have a minor disagreement.
She can't eat steak.
Oh, true. Sorry, forgot about that. Kurt and Starchild have a minor disagreement. It has a lasting impact, but Starchild is impressing everybody else with something.
Kurt. Great. You fucking burn your idol and then you start burning bridges the next week. Like, what is wrong with you?
But here we are at the final 6 vote.
Oh boy.
Lots of advantages in the game. Rachel and Santana have an idol. Santana has immunity. Rachel has the legacy advantage, and I believe this is the last chance to use it. And yeah, so Mary,
why did Kurt have to burn his idol earlier?
You think Rachel's going to use her? She's got to use her thing on him.
Probably, but we could have just saved everybody.
So
had a real advantage getting.
Santana, if she has to use her idol, does she save Dani or Mercedes?
I think
Mercedes.
I think she's going to save Mercedes, but I don't know. I mean,
they voted against. Mercedes tried to vote out Dani last vote. And
she did.
Santana saved her. I think that she would save Dani.
But Santana also tried to vote out Dani, and then she flipped when she. No. Sorry, she tried to vote out Rachel, and then she flipped on Sam.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All right, let's just see what's going to happen here. We have the idols, and they're about to be used. Rachel uses the legacy advantage. Any votes cast against Rachel will not count. That's it.
That's it.
Wait, what?
They can play at 5. I think, except for the legacy.
I guess they can use it at 5? All right. Idols can be used at 5. Yeah, we never know.
Right. Yeah. So
all right.
Kurt's in a lot of trouble.
Santana and Rachel both safe. So Kurt, Mercedes, Dani, or Starchild. One will go home here. We're going to read the votes. Rachel gets the first vote, but it will not count. Starchild, one vote. It will count. Mercedes, 1 vote.
Ooh.
Will count. Dani, 1
God,
vote.
what a wild vote.
They are all over the place. 1 vote Dani, 1 vote Starchild, 1 vote Mercedes. 2 votes left. Starchild, 2 votes. 3 votes Starchild. Starchild, the tribe has spoken.
Oh, it was inevitable.
The first boot of our finale night here, as Kurt voted out Starchild. His loyalty was too strong to everybody else. I'm sure he had a hard time doing this.
They got in a minor disagreement. I think that killed his game. And Starchild is too big of a threat with impressing everybody at the same time as getting in disagreement with maybe the biggest power player in the game, and Kurt. That spells your doom.
Mercedes also voted for Starchild to go. Rachel voted for Dani. Dani voted for Rachel, but Dani's vote didn't count. Santana voted for Starchild as well. You know, it was time. She's loyal to everybody else, and you know, he can go at this point. Starchild voted for Mercedes. He was just clueless. He had no idea what was happening here. So that's that.
Well,
Final 5. Demi Lovato. I mean,
Dani and a bunch of girls.
Kurt Hummel, Mercedes Jones. If Kurt wins, I will throw my laptop and purposely break it this time rather than how it broke last time. We need another woman on the winner board here. We had one, and 3 men have won since. So, gonna need.
Odds are good. Let's have to see.
You would think so, but I'm pretty sure Blaine made it to the final 5 or 6 with all women in his Big Brother season.
Can we talk about how amazing this final 5 is? I mean,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, so good.
The NY3 definitely, put in work. I mean, they were favorites from the beginning, but nobody went after them, and here they are.
Yeah, they pre-gamed.
Duh. All right, let's proceed on to seeing what's happening. We still have those 2 idols in play, so that's something. And let's proceed to the immunity challenge, Aman. Whoa!
Draw the line. Mercedes drew the line and won immunity.
Wow, Mercedes' first comp win.
Upset. That means that Dani is in deep doo-doo unless Santana uses her thing on her.
Yeah, Mercedes' first challenge win across 2 seasons of reality television. This is the Davon Rogers moment of probably the last, well, not the last time Davon's going to play, but the audience goes wild for Mercedes here at the final 5. Love to see it. Back at camp, Kurt and Rachel are bonding slightly because they hadn't bonded enough. So that's that.
Living together does not bond you, but being on the island does.
We go to Tribal Council, and it is down to the final 5. Rachel and Santana both have idols. Have to imagine they're both going to play it on themselves. And as we see, Santana will do so. Santana uses it. Any votes cast against Santana will not count, and Rachel will also play her idol. Any votes cast against Rachel will not count. Kurt Hummel or Dani will be the next one to go. And what's everybody thinking? Mary, where are you at?
I mean, I don't really see how Dani's going to make it through this.
If you're the other...
Rachel's not going to vote out Kurt. Mercedes is not going to vote out Kurt. The only person that probably would vote out Kurt is Santana, but she's not.
Maybe a 2-2 here. If you're the other people, why wouldn't you take out... I mean, from a game perspective, I know their loyalty is to Kurt, but you're the final 5. You're at the point where winning the game kind of becomes everything that matters, and I think Kurt... I think Kurt's a huge threat to win the game.
I think he's a
he
huge
hasn't
threat,
won anything.
but knowing how Brant Steele works, I don't think that they're gonna see him that way.
Yeah, I would love to see a final 4 of all women. Haven't seen that in a while, but yeah, I do feel the fear that Dani is going to be the one to go here. Santana and Rachel, of course, will not be able to get votes. Let's see how the votes are going to fall. First vote, Rachel Berry.
Who is voting for Rachel?
Does not count. Second vote, Rachel Berry.
Wow.
Does not count.
They're going to go home on one fucking vote, aren't they?
Dani.
No.
1 vote, Dani. Dani. 2 votes, Dani.
It was a 2-2.
And the player...
Santana and Dani voted against Rachel, I think.
Yeah, we got 3 votes, Dani. 2 votes, Rachel, that did not count. Dani, the tribe has spoken. Dani and Santana voted Rachel out, but of course did not work.
I mean, they had to try. It was, they don't know about her idols.
Yep. Kurt, Mercedes, and Rachel were able to get Dani up and out of here. So strong run for Dani and Starchild, who are going to be our first 2 exits at finale night. But, It is what it is. Final four. We are here. One more will go before we get to our final three who are going to plead their case to the jury. Wow. One more. You guys ready?
Yeah. No more idols. No more hiding.
Nowhere to hide. Santana was against that 3 in the last round. Will the NY3 stick together and send Mercedes on her way? Will Santana and Mercedes, will we end up in a deadlock? Or did fire making exist yet? No, it did not.
Thank God.
That's what we used. We're like 3 hours into this thing. David versus Goliath is the other one that we used. Because there was fire making, and this one's not going to have that.
Great.
All right, proceeding on. Nothing happening. There's no idols. There's definitely alliances, but we're in the final four. That means nothing. Immunity, Aman.
Wow. 2 fucking wins in a row. She is about to win the whole fucking thing. Operation Balance Build. Mercedes wins immunity.
She was really holding out on everyone.
Wow.
Going home.
Mercedes wins immunity here, and
for her in her Big Brother run. This is what I wanted. And
I know.
She made it all the way to the final 2 and then couldn't get the votes. And now she's actually making a case for herself.
I'm so proud of her. Mercedes wins immunity. Oh no, Mercedes and Santana have a minor disagreement. Bad time, Santana. Bad time.
Santana's time, I think. Santana's in a world of trouble here.
If Santana misses her being able to plead her case to the jury twice in a row, it'll break my heart. But
I don't know how you say. Yeah, she's
going to be gone here. If they're having a minor disagreement, Kurt and Rachel are not voting against each other. Santana's out here, and we're already able to see the votes anyway. As we have 4 votes, it's going to be Rachel and Santana. I'm just going to cut right down because we can already kind of see it. 1 vote Rachel, 1 vote Santana, 2 votes Santana. 2 votes Rachel.
Deadlock.
We are at a deadlock. 2 votes Rachel, 2 votes Santana. So Mercedes must have stuck with Santana. And let's see. We're going to go to a revote. The final count was 2 votes Rachel, 2 votes Santana. First vote Rachel.
Ooh.
Santana.
Are they going to rocks?
No, fire, right?
Final vote count was Rachel and Santana. Yeah, we're going to fire, I think.
To fire.
Yeah, fire.
Wow.
Those tied will compete in a fire-making challenge.
Cassandra Part 2.
The loser will be eliminated from the game. Rachel Berry and Santana Lopez in a fire-making challenge.
I mean, you gotta think that Santana has the upper hand here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, guys, this is great TV.
Unbelievable. What is this vote?
What a season!
Incredible.
What a season! Are you guys ready to see who's going to be the winner of the fire-making challenge? I'm not.
Rachel, I'm here for it.
You guys ready?
Yep.
I'm nervous.
The winner of the fire-making challenge. Rachel Berry, the tribe has spoken. Wow. Santana wins fire-making and will advance to the final 3. Rachel is out. Goodbye, winner pick.
Dang.
But I'm not mad.
Well, Santana won at this point. Well, I mean, there's still a strong case for Mercedes.
All 3 of them have
let's just see these votes here. Of course, Kurt voted for Santana both times. He was not switching. Mercedes voted for Rachel. She stuck by Santana despite the minor disagreement. Rachel voted for Santana. Santana voted for Rachel both times, and that's that. We are down to a final 3 of Kurt Hummel, Mercedes Jones, and Miss Santana Lopez. Wow.
Aman's winner pick still in here?
Yeah, my batting average for winner picks is pretty stellar.
If your winner pick wins, I will be so mad. Not because it's your winner pick, because of who it is right now. Kurt better not win.
I don't think that he can because he doesn't have any wins under his belt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his game just isn't as impressive. Like, he's been pretty impressive social. I don't think he's gotten a single vote against him at all, ever.
Fire making is an impressive way to get yourself into final 3.
I kind of think Kurt's going to run away with his jury.
I almost said Kurt. Kurz. Charles, no. Don't you dare.
I'm not rooting for it, but
it would make sense if he hasn't had any votes against him.
Yeah, every single interaction that Kurt's had has been extremely positive. Impressed the tribe, etc. Has connections on this jury.
Yeah, but
not needed to save himself in any way. I just think it depends how strategic the jury is and bitter, but I think he's in a very, very good spot.
Social game doesn't necessarily mean a guaranteed win, though. So I don't know. It's Mercedes made a good pitch for herself there at the end. I think this is very close. Very, very close. Of course, my heart wants to see Santana pull out the win here. Wouldn't be mad about Mercedes by any means, but this is a crazy final three. The finalists are going to face the jurors. We have Artie, Bad Santa, Bichette, Brody, Carmen Tibideaux, Cassandra July, Dani, Rachel Berry, Sam Evans, and Starchild. Wow. A lot of... Yeah, I mean, Santana, I actually now looking at the jury, I don't know where the votes are coming from. Mercedes Mercedes might have this.
I don't know where I think it's Kurt by a lot. I don't know.
Stop saying that. All right, should we just do it? You guys ready? Proceeding on.
I'm ready.
Rip the Band-Aid
Let's
off.
do it.
All right, proceeding on. The finalists wait for the winner to be revealed. I don't remember. Aman, did they just show us the winner last time, or we got to do vote by vote?
I think it was vote by vote.
I think it was vote by
it's
vote.
the winner first, so you look at the tab on the left.
If the winner just pops out of nowhere, then we'll talk about it. Otherwise, hopefully it's the vote by vote.
Yeah, it just says the winner, yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know.
It says the winner and the votes below that.
All right. Well, then if we're about to find out the winner, then I guess we're about to find out the winner. Nope, it's one by one.
Nope.
Good. All right.
Whoa.
So to start things off, we've got 1 vote Mercedes, 1 vote Santana, 1 vote Kurt,
Wow.
1 vote each. Next vote, Kurt.
Wow.
I'm gonna scream. 2
How
votes
many
Kurt.
votes are there again? 9?
9, yeah. Santana. 2 votes Santana. Santana.
Woo!
3 votes Santana. 2 votes Kurt. 1 vote Mercedes.
Damn, are they gonna rob Mercedes? Well, at least she got 1 vote.
Santana Lopez. 4 votes Santana. 2 votes Kurt. 1 vote Mercedes. I keep forgetting because my heart is beating so fast. 5 votes Santana,
Yeah.
the winner of Sir. I can't even finish my sentence.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations, Santana Lopez. You are the winner of Survivor New York City. My heart, guys.
Well,
They respected her for playing hard. She saved
Oh,
herself several
man.
times.
What a game. What a run Santana Lopez had here. She won those immunities, Aman. You were worried about her at certain points in the game. She won those immunities. She had that idol. She saved herself. She pulled out the final 4 fire-making win, and the jury rewarded her for it.
Wow.
they did. For the second game in a row, my winner pick comes in second.
Oh, wow. All right, let's talk through these votes. Artie voted for Santana. Okay.
Makes sense.
Bad Santa.
I'm surprised that he didn't vote for Kurt, considering what he did to him.
He voted for Santana. It's probably, I don't know. He's a pretty villainous player himself. Voted for Santana. Respected it. Bichette voted for Kurt to win.
Oh, well, you know she loves her gays.
Well, she has no love for Mercedes and Santana, who tried desperately to get her out. Brody Weston voted for Mercedes to win.
Well,
He
redeeming.
Yeah.
He was pandering to the audience.
he was not about to vote for Santana. I mean, he and Santana did not get along very well. Carmen Tibideaux voted for Santana to rub it into Rachel's face.
Yes, Queen.
Cassie also voted for Santana to rub it in Rachel's face.
Oh, wow. So this is the story of Auntie Rachel.
Yeah, I think so. Because Santana was the one targeting her the whole time.
Dani voted for her ex-love, Santana Lopez. We love to see it. We love to see them
Their
getting
arc
past.
was honestly great all season.
Yeah, it was a main
and
storyline.
Great to see it result in positive ending as well.
Guys, I'm so happy right now. Rachel voted for her BFF, Kurt, to win. No surprise there. So Kurt got a vote from Bichette and from Rachel. Sam voted for Santana, not even Mercedes. I mean, he had a relationship with both Rachel and Mercedes in life and still voted for Santana. He respected the game. Wow. Starchild voted for Santana as well. Can you believe it?
I'm satisfied.
Wow.
I think this was a great outcome.
And our fan favorite award.
Get the fuck out of here.
McConaughey is the winner of the Sia fan favorite money of the season.
Yeah, I mean, Sia would
If
probably
he don't
be
take his furry ass out of here.
Santana Lopez is the winner. And let's run it back through one more time here. Aman, go from the bottom to the top. How did the season go?
Mary out, June out, Isabelle Wright out, Sydney Greene out, McConaughey out, Maggie out, Blaine medevac, Cassie out, Brody out, Bad Santa went out the chimney, Carmen Tibideaux out, Bichette out, Artie medevac, Sam, Starchild out next, Dani, Rachel, and Mercedes out. Dani and Rachel out, leaving Mercedes, Kurt, and Santana with the final 3. Santana taking the win with 5 votes to 2 to 1.
This is such a good season. I am so satisfied. How are you guys feeling? Mary, how are you feeling?
I mean, incredible season. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I feel vindicated at least that I picked the first one out. All of our winner picks made the top 7. That was pretty good. Pretty good overall. And I'm not surprised about the McConaughey Sia money. I think she has a soft spot for animals and animal lovers. So this makes sense.
That was good. Yeah, I mean, the Sam winner pick, we already talked about it a little bit. Definitely not surprised to see him go far. And yeah, the McConaughey, that's insane. Charles, what were you going to say?
I was going to say only 3 unanimous votes the entire time, and 2 of the 3 were pre-merged. So I think from an entertainment perspective, you can't really ask for a better season than this.
Yeah.
There's never a point where before the merge, you can definitely trace the beginning alliances to the new directions. But I think once the tribes kind of swapped up, it became a complete crapshoot where new connections were formed and a lot of dynamics that we didn't expect to happened. And I think everyone's satisfied with the end, but I think the journey there was also an incredible roller coaster as well.
You already know Santana Lopez giving her speech at that final tribal council. She was like, I did it. I won this. This is my game. Now go vote for me. Like, I don't know. She gave some kind of powerful speech that was like, she, of course, thanked Brittany, seeing Brittany on the season. Like, oh my God, the winner edit when Brittany showed up was through the roof. People were calling Santana as the winner since at least that episode, if not earlier. What a story with having Dani out there as well. Like, it just could not be a better ending to finish off this series here, Aman.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. This is the last Brant Steele that we are recording, and we have been at different points in times all rooting for Santana to take something. So it's nice that we are ending our Brant Steele coverage with a Santana win. It just seems like the perfect ending. And yeah, good for her. This is an interesting cast. I felt like there are lots of obstacles and ups and downs for a lot of people's games in this season. And so finish out strong, I always say, and she certainly did. So I'm happy.
I'm beyond happy. Where do I go? I'm trying to get back to a screen here that has something worth showing. There we go. Placements. All right. I'm very happy with how this all went down, of course. So props to Santana Lopez on her big win here, and good job to everybody else on the cast for a job well done, and to us, Aman, for a job well done through 5 very long Brant Steeles, but we had a lot of fun with them, so hope you guys have enjoyed them. If you went out of order and we spoiled anything for you in a different podcast, sorry about that, but still go listen and have a good time with them. These were all a lot of fun. Mary and Charles, thank you guys so much for being with us here today. Mary, I'll start with you. Where can everybody be finding you on social media and everything that you are up to?
Well, you can always find me at Frail Mary on pretty much everywhere, but mostly Twitter if you want to see what I'm up to. I post all my other podcasting stuff there, but you can follow me on Rob as a Podcast doing Big Brother updates, and also, of course, my podcast, Kwiatkowski Cast, for teen drama things and horror films, apparently, is what we're doing now over there. So mixing it up. But if you want to check any of that out, please come join us. It's just as lighthearted, but a little less musical.
Mm-hmm. Definitely check out Kwiatkowski Cast and follow Mary all over social media at Frail Mary. Definitely do that, right?
Yes. Okay. And thank you so much for having me on here. This was amazing, and I love a nice Brant Steele, particularly one with such just absurd castings choices.
Of course, and we might have to bring you guys back for any more that we do so that Santana continues to have this good luck. Charles, where can people find you on social media if they want to tweet you about all this stuff? I don't know what podcast you've been on lately, if you have been, but you have this
really
one.
Yeah. I'm glad you pointed out that I'm not on any podcast.
We got to get you on more stuff.
No, yeah. I don't really do Twitter that much, but I forget if it's the Kurz Child or Kurz Child. You can follow me on there. And yeah, other than that, I echo Mary's statements. Always so much fun to podcast with you guys about Glee. And what a season. I'm still kind of not, it hasn't hit me yet. And I just want to say one more time, justice for Blaine. We all know he would have won the game if he didn't get medevac. And deserved to win the season. So excited for him to come back and win the game.
Well,
again.
I will recommend that once these are all out, you go listen to the one that we already spoiled for you that Blaine does well on, because you'll enjoy that one. You'll enjoy it a whole lot for at least outcome perspective. But all right, Aman, wrap us up here. Where can people find us on social media? And if you have any closing thoughts.
You can find us on Twitter at Choir Room Pod. Follow us individually. I'm at Aman Adwin. Matt is at Matt Logori. Please leave us star ratings and reviews wherever you get your podcasts. We'll read them aloud on the show. If you have any suggestions about anything else that you would like us to cover, also leave those in the comments, in the tweets, wherever you can. We'll read them and take them into consideration. I believe that is it. Anything else?
That's it. Let's get out of here. Thank you guys again for listening to all of these podcasts, these silly things that we've been doing. It's been a lot of fun. So glad you have been here for the ride.
We'll glee you later, guys.